And they got to start it right now.
Now, as we look ahead to this matchup tonight, we keep it here. We're getting live on YouTube right now as we speak. If you're joining us over the radio waves, we appreciate you for tuning in as our live stream is going up right now on YouTube. Make sure you go ahead and tune in if you're able. That's going to youtube.com. Just look up 7 Mountain Sports. You'll see us live there. We'll have one solid stream from the start of this broadcast that just went live to the end of the boys game a little bit later. So make sure you stay tuned for that. We appreciate you for tuning in with us. For right now, we're going to keep it here for just a couple of more minutes. As you can see on your screen, if you're watching with us live, both teams currently warming up on the floor. Hamp, this is arguably a crucial game. Lady Purple's coming in at 6-5. Lady Gators just below 500 at 6-7. But Lady Gators riding a strong 3-game winning streak.
Man, they are hot right now doing that 3-game winning streak. The Lady Purples are on a win-lose trend right now. And right now they're on the losing side and they're looking for another win, and they're going to have to look for it tonight.
Lady Purple's trying to get back in that win column. We'll step aside. When we come back, we'll continue our pregame coverage right here. You're listening and watching local high school hoops on the 7 Mountain Sports Network.
Your perfect vehicle is waiting at Don Franklin Kia in Bowling Green. Choose from the rugged Kia Sportage, the spacious Telluride, the electrifying EV6, and more. All with Don Franklin's 10-year unlimited mile powertrain coverage. With a large inventory of new Kia models and a team of caring automotive professionals dedicated to you, Don Franklin Kia in Bowling Green is here to service all of your Kia needs. Hurry in today to Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
This isn't just bubbles, it's balance. Relax sore muscles, refresh your mind, recharge your spirit. Discover the best hot tub brands like Cal Spa, Hot Springs, and Free Flow at Aqualand on Campbell Lane. More than bubbles, it's balance. The emails can wait, the dishes can wait. Life feels better when you press pause. Find your escape with the top hot tub brands like Cal Spa, Hot Springs, and Free Flow. Available locally at Aqualand on Campbell Lane. Your backyard getaway awaits.
Welcome you back inside the arena at Bowling Green High School. Team captains just met at center court between the Lady Gators and Lady Purples. Here set to tip off here in just a moment. As we take a look at your team comparisons for the girls matchup tonight. Both these teams, as we mentioned, kind of on up and down seasons. They've had some highs, they've had lows through the early parts of the year so far, but at the moment, Lady Gators, that record is slightly deceiving because they've been on a hot streak as of late.
They are definitely putting in all the work, man, and these Lady Gators are doing everything they can to keep moving forward, man. And a 3-game win streak is exactly where you want to be at this point in time of the season.
Especially for the Lady Gators, who coming off a win against Butler County had 3 players scoring 12 or more, not to mention Ava Morrison, who was almost in that regard as well, almost had a double-double in that game as well, had 9 points along with 8 rebounds to go along with it. She's going to be a big key piece tonight, no doubt. But for the Lady Gators, we have to point out a player to watch tonight other than Ava Morrison. That would be Ansley Hendricks, the freshman guard, who last year as an 8th grader was seen as a phenom here in the 14th district and has continued that success this year, leading the Lady Gators in points per game and shooting lights out from beyond the arc.
Man, she is not afraid to put the ball up from the three-point line. 93 attempts. She is not afraid to throw that ball up there, but you got to get in her face and you got to make sure that you stay on guard.
Now for the Lady Purples tonight, we're going to point out someone who's not necessarily starting tonight, as is slightly unusual, but she's warming up with the team. We should see her in action tonight, and that's Anaya Smith, the senior, averaging 6.2 points per game, 4 rebounds per game as well, on 50% shooting from the floor. She's arguably the most efficient when it comes to scoring on the Lady Purples team, and with that 6-4 split, she's going to be one that they need coming off the bench tonight as that 6th man to get him crucial points.
Oh yeah, definitely that, and with the rebounding that she does. She has 4 rebounds per game, but she is always under the board. She's always fighting for extra things, and she's not bad with coming up, getting to the line. So when she gets to the line, I mean, she's a 42% free throw shooter, but she gets to the line and she mostly puts it in.
And as we look again, looking at Anaya Smith, their most recent game and their loss against Hopkins County Central, you could argue Anaya Smith's absence in that game made the difference. Averaging 6 a game, they lost by 8. She had no field goals attempted on the stat sheet from that game. She had an 0 for 2 trip to the free throw line in there as well. Uncharacteristic like of her, but look for her to be back in as a six-man off the bench piece, essentially, and she's going to provide quality minutes.
Man, and that's going to be great quality minutes and a great player coming off that bench.
We're going to step aside once again. When we return, we'll continue our pregame coverage here. Lady Purples and Lady Gators about to get underway here in just a moment. You're listening and watching local high school hoops here on the Seven Mountains Sports Network.
With State Farm Home Insurance, you can get the help you need from a local agent if things get complicated, and from our easy-to-use app whenever you need it.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
Here's 5 ways to keeping your Toyota running smoothly. Get long life out of your vehicle. Make sure you're checking and changing your oil. If your tires look like this, that's not good. Is your vehicle slow to start? Let us check your battery. Stop in, let us check your brakes. It's very important to make sure all your fluids are topped off. When you're ready to get your car serviced, come see the team at Toyota Bowling Green.
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
We're going to be back inside the arena at Bowling Green High School. Lady Purples, Lady Gators set to tip off here in just a few moments. Given our keys to the game, Hamp, when you look at both these teams, I think the scoring split is one you have to look at least so far by their season averages. Bowling Green averaging about 42 points per game. Lady Gators averaging 12 more in that regard. That can make things interesting offensively for the Lady Gators.
Definitely can make it very, very interesting. The Lady Gators, man, they just got to keep playing the same ball that they've been playing. They got a couple of players there that are major for shooting and major for their contributing to their points, man. But as long as they keep playing Gator ball, they'll be all right.
But it shows for the defense in the Lady Purples. They out-rebound most of their teams this season. They get 5 more rebounds a game than the Lady Gators on average, and that could be the difference maker tonight. We'll step aside as the anthem plays. You're listening and watching local high school hoops on the Seven Mountains Sports Network.
At Morgantown Bank and Trust, a home equity line of credit offers you flexible access to the value in your home. With 5.99% introductory interest rate for the first 6 months, all the cash you need is right under your roof. Call today.
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
This isn't just bubbles, it's balance. Relax sore muscles, refresh your mind, recharge your spirit. Discover the best hot tub brands like CalSpa, Hot Springs, and Free Flow at Aqualand on Campbell Lane. More than bubbles, it's balance. The emails can wait, the dishes can wait. Life feels better when you press pause. Find your escape with the top hot tub brands like CalSpa, Hot Springs, and Free Flow. Available locally at Aqualand on Campbell Lane. Your backyard getaway awaits.
At Morgantown Bank and Trust, a home equity line of credit offers you flexible access to the value in your home. With 5.99% introductory interest rate for the first 6 months, all the cash you need is right under your roof. Call today.
With State Farm Home Insurance, you can get the help you need from a local agent if things get complicated, and from our easy-to-use app whenever you need it.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
Your perfect vehicle is waiting at Don Franklin Kia in Bowling Green. Choose from the rugged Kia Sportage, the spacious Telluride, the electrifying EV6, and more. All with Don Franklin's 10-year unlimited mile powertrain coverage. With a large inventory of new Kia models and a team of caring automotive professionals dedicated to you, Don Franklin Kia in Bowling Green is here to service all of your Kia needs. Hurry in today to Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
Welcome back inside Bowling Green High School here in the heart of the 4th region. Ryan Murphy, Big Hamp along with the rest of our Seven Mountains sports crew. Talking about our keys to the game, continuing here in our pregame coverage as the Lady Purples and Lady Gators set the tip-off in just a few moments. We'll be with you here until that tip-off happens. We talked about our keys to the game there before we went to break, most notably the points per game difference, but also the rebound difference. The Lady Purples statistically have held teams to their lowest margins of scoring most of this season, despite winning or losing. So that defense could be the difference in stopping a Lady Gators team that's outscoring them by 12 points a game.
And that's what they're going to have to do, is keep putting the pressure on the Lady Gators, just stay consistent in everything that they do. Crash those boards, because as we said about the Lady Gators, man, they have a few people over there. That's all they do is crash the boards and score. So the Lady Purples are going to have to do the same thing, get second chance points, set themselves up for better shot selections, because they are not afraid to put the ball in the air from the three-point line. Their three-point shooting is at 24%. So they put it up there. They don't get it in every time, but they love to put the ball up there. But they can't live and die by the three-point shot. Have to take it one basket at a time. If they take it one basket at a time, they'll be all right.
And for the Lady Gators, they improve at least a little bit in that margin, about 7% higher, 31% they're shooting from beyond the arc. Of course, we mentioned in our Players to Watch segment, Ansley Hendricks is a big part of that, shooting around 31% from beyond the three-point line this season, averaging 15 points a game. That could be a key difference maker, but the defense is going to be such a huge part, Hamp. You mentioned crashing the boards. 30 rebounds per game have the Lady Purples, only 25.9, basically 26 have the Lady Gators. So you're talking about basically a 5-rebound swing that could go in the favor of the Lady Purples. This should be a fun and interesting matchup tonight. There's other plenty of matchups tonight going throughout the region, and we'll try to give you score updates throughout the games for those. Tonight in boys action, Warren Central is at South Warren. Warren East is at Allen County, Scottsville. Glasgow is at Barron County. Butler County is at Grayson County. Clinton County's at Metcalf County. Franklin Simpson's at Todd County Central. And Russellville is at Logan County. For girls action tonight, Warren Central's at South Warren. Warren East at ACS. Glasgow at Barron. Butler at Grayson County. Franklin Simpson at Todd County Central. And Russellville is at Logan County. Again, we'll try to give you updates for those games as the night goes along when time allows. So make sure to stay tuned for those as we get into our starting lineups here today. For the visiting Lady Gators, of course, our player to watch starting at guard, number 1, it's the freshman Ansley Hendricks. Also starting at guard, it's the junior, number 10, Molly Tandy. Starting at forward, the sophomore, number 12, Molly Spidell. Starting at forward, the freshman, number 20, Abby Busser. And starting at forward, number 21, the senior, Ava Morrison. And they are coached by head coach Terrence Williams in his 3rd season at the helm of the Greenwood Lady Gators program. They come into tonight with a 6-7 overall record. For your starting lineups on the Lady Purple side tonight, starting at forward, it's the sophomore, number 1, Nariah Woods. Starting at guard, the 8th grader, number 5, Kimber Graves. Also starting at guard, the sophomore, number 20, Juniper Stroud. Starting at guard, the junior, number 24, Maddie Davenport. And starting at center, the junior, number 44, that's Zara Hall. She is 2nd on the team in rebounds. 3 different players for the Lady Purples averaging 4 or more rebounds, and that makes 4 that are averaging 3+, including Maddie Davenport, most of them being, or all of those being juniors or seniors, so the upperclassmen doing a lot of heavy lifting on the boards tonight. Those are your starting lineups for the matchup as both teams are heading back to either side. Hamp, obviously starting with the girls' games, but to lead us off here, but great night of action here in the 4th region tonight.
Oh, yeah, definitely going to be some great action going on. Everybody, of course, is fighting for that spot in district so that they can get a chance to play for that district title. And you already know if you got a chance to play for that district title, it doesn't matter if you win that district championship or not, you get a chance to go to the regional dance, and that's where you have to get going. Is right there. So if they could get there, either teams, we've seen teams with not great records make it very far in the playoffs. So both teams are definitely fighting for that this evening.
And you talk about the Lady Purples, a team who from the year 2020 to the year 2024 were regional champions of the 4th region here, and that is something not to take lightly. This is a team that has consistently been there under head coach Calvin Head in his tenure since 2010. The Lady Purples can never be counted out in contention for a 4th region title. But like you said, Hamp, it all starts with district play, and this is a key game for that between the Lady Gators and the Lady Purples. Lady Gators have been trying to dig away at that since Terrence Williams' first season at the helm of this program, and it seems like year by year they just etch ever closer to getting to that spot to fight for a 14th district championship.
As long as he continues to keep progressing, that's all you can really ask for. As long as you can allow them to become the great players that they can become and just keep doing what he's doing as a coach and keep pushing them along, they're going to continue to get better and better year by year.
As you can see on your screen there, the Lady Gators starting lineup's coming out. Ansley Hendricks heading out onto the floor, the freshman guard, the 8th grade phenom last season, and has continued that success this year as a freshman, averaging 15 points per game, 2 rebounds per game on 40% shooting from the floor and 41% beyond the three-point line. It's not often you see similar percentages from the field and from beyond the arc, but Ansley Hendricks is effective in all those ways. Ava Morrison, you just saw, head out onto the field as well. She's averaging 7 and 7 on the season. Oh, so close to a double-double in the team's most recent win against Butler County. Look for her to make an impact tonight. Lady Purples heading out onto the floor. Nariah Woods leading them off out onto the court. She's averaging 2.5 points per game, 2.8 rebounds per game as well. She had 6 against Hopkins County Central, so this is going to be a game where maybe she could step up at home and make a big impact. Juniper Stroud heading out onto the floor as well. The South Warren transfer last season was one of the leading scorers, only behind McLean Hudson on the Lady Spartans team, and has made a big impact in her first year here with the Lady Purples. Only a sophomore as well. She's going to make a big impact. Feel like watching her last year on the Lady Spartans, it's not that she wasn't pleased or wasn't happy, but you could tell this season being on the court with the Lady Purples that she radiates a new kind of energy. I think she's all smiles, all energy. I don't think that we saw that as much last season from her. And I don't know if it's a culture thing or maybe just, fresh area. Sometimes you need that, and that's been a great change, it looks like, for Juniper Stroud, and she's made a big impact today as the opening tip is underway. Ava Morrison wins it for the Lady Gators, and off they go. Lady Gators moving from left to right based on our position to score. Lady Purples moving from right to left. Lady Purples wearing their home whites with the purple trim, purple numbers. And the Lady Gators wearing their away blacks with those green numbers, yellow trim. Here's Ansley Hendricks on the right wing. She's going to drive inside, lays up a floater from the free throw line. Can't get it to fall. And that one's rebounded by Zara Hall.
Already crashing the ball. Zara Hall is doing exactly what that leadership position does.
Here's Kimber Graves, who's running the point currently for the Lady Purples as an 8th grader. Here comes Juniper Stroud. Stop. Pop from the free throw line. That one bops out. Zara Hall nearly gets the board, but it's Kimber Graves who crashes it. Bowling Green still with a possession here. Here's Maddie Davenport. She's going to drive inside with a Euro step. Draws the foul, and she'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Maddie just needs to keep doing that right there, taking it to the hole and getting to the free throw line. She's a 64% free throw shooter, so, she shoots very well from the free throw line, so she'll take it on the inside. She is definitely not afraid to do that.
7:09 to go here in the first quarter. First shot on the way for Davenport, and it falls. First points by either team in the contest, so Lady Purples lead 1-0. Davenport, like you mentioned, a 64% shooter from the charity stripe. Second shot's good, so a 2-for-2 trip. Lady Purples lead 2-0. Now the Lady Purples defense, we talked about the difference it could make. They're already putting it on in the full court press. Hendricks jumping out of the double team, finds Morrison. Over to Hendricks. She's got an opening on the left wing. Too strong. Back iron. Hall with the board for Bowling Green.
Hendricks is going to end up hitting those. You keep giving her an opportunity to hit them. Now, once she gets hot, she'll get hot.
Hendricks 0 for 2 in the opening minute and a half as Juniper Stroud gets that one stolen away by Abby Busser. Here comes Hendricks back down the floor on the left wing. Over to Morrison, top of the key. Now in the hands of Molly Spidell, right wing, who passes it inside looking for Hendricks, and it's intercepted by Kimber Graves. Graves down the floor for Bowling Green, puts up the shot. That one's blocked, but stepping out of bounds was Spidell. Should stay with Bowling Green on their baseline, and it will. Juniper Stroud will have the inbound.
Good block. If Graves could have had a better shot selection, if she'd have tossed it back out and maybe got the offense to reset again on that one.
Inbound pass complete to Davenport in the right corner. Pass underneath the basket to Zara Hall, but her pass back to Davenport is intercepted by Hendricks. Hendricks out to Busser. Busser trying to drive. Gets a hand on it by Woods, but Molly Spidell recovers and lays in the floater for 2. 6:05 to go, and now Bowling Green surging out of the backcourt with Kimber Graves running the point at the logo. Finds Juniper Stroud left wing. Trying to find communication. Here's Graves, still at the logo, running the point, trying to find Davenport right wing. She's got her there. Davenport off the screen. Hendricks picks her up. Pass inside to Woods. Woods double team. Morrison's there on the reach in. Scuffle for the basketball, and Spidell comes away with it under the basket. Lady Gators marching down the floor. That's 3 turnovers for the Lady Purples in the opening couple of minutes. 5.5 to go in the first quarter. Here's Tandy. Out to Morrison, then to Hendricks at the free throw line, guarded by Davenport. Spin move by Hendricks, lays it up and in.
Like she was a washing machine on that one.
5:15 to go in the first. Lady Gators lead 4-2. Davenport connects on the cross-court pass. Now here she goes, driving inside. Pass it over to Zara Hall, who lays it up and in. Easy lay for Zara Hall for 2. And good eyes by Maddie Davenport to find her open in the lane as Kimber Graves forces the steal on Hendricks, lays it up too strong. Davenport recovers. Her shot falls off the front of the rim, and it's recovered by the Lady Gators. So the Lady Gators so far 2 for 4 from shooting. Bowling Green 1 for 4. Driving down the floor. Foul's going to get called as Molly Tandy was driving through the lane.
Got tripped up on the foot there. Tandy going to the hole, which is really good. If she'd have got that shot up, she'd have had a chance to shoot the free throw. But she's a 76% free throw shooter herself.
Both teams with a foul apiece here to open the first quarter. 4.5 minutes to go. Here's Tandy with a long 3 from the right wing. That one won't connect, but Morrison with a second chance on the board. Goes up, spins off the right foot, can't connect. And it's rebounded by Corey Ware. Ware just checked into the game for Nariah Woods and the Lady Purples. Here's Stroud, back to Graves, top of the key. Davenport signaling for the pass. She's guarded by Hendricks, right wing. Takes the drive inside, and she lifts up that pivot foot, and they'll call her for the travel.
She did that. Ware coming into the game is another great rebounder for the Purples, and her coming in off the bench is great.
You see Coach Head there still calling for the attention of his team to get back on defense as they're all tied up 4-4. Here's another 3 from Tandy. That one also off the back iron, but Lady Gators with another rebound. Here's a long 2, this time from Spidell. Won't connect. And Zara Hall gets the rebound. All tied up 4-4 still with 3:40 to go in the first quarter. Here's Kimber Graves at the logo. Trying to shake off Molly Tandy on defense. Tandy putting on the pressure. Zara Hall bails her out there, top of the key. Finds Juniper Stroud. Davenport in the corner. Pass inside to Corey Ware. Stumble for the ball. Around the 3-point line, we'll call a foul. Foul is going to be on Davenport. That's her first and team's second. And that'll be 5 turnovers for the Lady Purples here in the first quarter.
The turnovers have got to cease and desist because both teams are throwing the ball away and causing fouls and just doing things that could be a lot betterly ran, lot smootherly done. And man, if they could just calm down a little bit is what I think they need to do. Just calm down a little bit, and everything will be all right.
You saw it there on the inbound passes. Now Corey Ware is going to have an open 3 and gets the lucky bounce. It's in. That is Corey Ware's first 3-pointer of the season. She was 0% from beyond the arc, but she knocked that one down with plenty of space.
I was kind of shocked she took the shot.
Here's Hendricks driving, stops for 2 on a long one. That one doesn't connect, but here's Spidell with the putback.
Spidell is staying in there. She is going for rebounds. She's taking shots. She's doing exactly what she's supposed to do.
That 3-pointer by Corey Ware, the only difference maker in this one right now. Lady Purples lead 7-6. Up goes the shot by Corey Ware, draws the foul, so she'll head to the line for 2.
Corey Ware is 43% free throw shooter.
That foul on Spidell, it's her second and team's second of the quarter. Take a look back at that 3-pointer from Corey Ware, who's now at the free throw line, just connected on her first shot. Good connection there for her. She's got 4 points, chance to make it 5 and connects. 2 for 2 that trip. Now Lady Gators quick to surge. Here's Hendricks down the far sideline. She's double teamed here by Stroh and Davenport. Bowling Green flexing out into his own from the man-to-man. Packing the paint here against Morrison. Morrison spinning off the left foot, lays up a floater, can't connect. And Anaya Smith just checked into the ball game for Bowling Green, gets the rebound. 2:15 to go. Juniper Strow on the left wing. Coach Calvin Head from the far sideline is calling for her attention. Kimber Graves on the drive around the right side. Can't connect on the shot. It goes out of bounds off the hands of Abby Busser, so it'll stay with Bowling Green on their baseline.
Graves is getting to the hoop, man. She's getting right there on the inside. She's just putting it up a little too strong, and it bounces off the backboard the way that it does.
Here's Davenport, left wing, guarded by Hendricks. Now over to Strow. Strow inbound pass to Smith. Again, just checked into the ball game. Potentially some confusion on the play call. Calvin Head calling for the motion from the far side. Here's Davenport. Now running the point, top of the key. Sends over to Kimber Graves. They're going to swap spots. Davenport now on the left wing with Hendricks. Pass inside to Smith, who's left wide open and lays it in.
You cannot leave her wide open under the basket because she'll definitely get it in there.
Molly Spidell briefly checked out of the game. She's already back at the scorer's table. Steal by Bowling Green. Put up by Juniper Stroud. Can't connect. Ava Morrison gets the rebound.
Missed opportunity right there just to push it up a little bit more.
Molly Tandy marches down the floor. Ends up in the hands of Morrison on the left wing. Surveying. Finds Tandy once again. Around the top of the key, guarded by Kimber Graves, who's putting on the pressure. Pass inside. Complete there to Wilcutt. Back outside to Tandy, who takes a long three. Doesn't connect. Davenport comes away with the board. Davenport charging. Fakes the pass. Kimber Graves, too strong. Foul called.
I'm loving the play of Graves right now. Her defense, she's kind of like a gnat. She's all in the face of the defenders. It doesn't matter who it is. She's transitioning well. She is just doing a fantastic job, man. If she could just get in there and lay it in soft when she goes in for those layups.
And you see another look there from the score by Anaya Smith. Maddie Davenport doing a great job of finding the open players tonight. Several substitutions for Bowling Green. Juniper Stroud checking out for the first time. She's replaced by Amaya Brown, the 8th grader. And for the Lady Gators, Emery Wilcutt coming out of the contest as well. Second shot on the way for Kimber Graves. That one falls. 12-6, the Lady Purples lead. The defense making the big difference here so far. Final minute of the first quarter. First quarter coverage brought to you by Aqualand Pool and Spa. Here they go down the floor. Hendricks moving deep on the right side. 43 seconds to go in the first quarter. Here's Briley Cannon. Guarded by Brown, who just checked in. Now around the left wing. Wide open three here for Spidell. Can't get the bounce. Ava Morrison with the board. Goes up for the shot and draws the foul. She'll head to the line.
Ooh, and I'm telling you, the Lady Purples better beware leaving people wide open the way they do behind that three-point line. Again, the Lady Gators are not afraid to put it up. They're going to end up hitting.
First shot's on the way for Morrison. It's good. Getting 70% she's shot from the free throw line on the season so far. And free throws in a game like this are going to be as crucial as they get. And she knocks down both of them. She's 2 for 2. Again, almost had that double-double in their win over Butler County. Here's Bowling Green trying to shake off the defenders as they break out of the backcourt. Moving side to side. Shayna Pratt now checking in for the Lady Purples. Ava Morrison gets a hand on it and knocks it out of bounds on the pass intended for Corey Ware. So Bowling Green will still have it from the sideline on their end of the floor. 15.6 to go in the first. Inbound pass complete to Pratt, again, who just checked in for Bowling Green. Final 10 seconds of the quarter. Brown to Pratt, then to Davenport, left corner. Inbound pass to Corey Ware. Ware outside to Anaya Smith, who puts it up from the free throw line. That one rims out. Ware tries to put it back up. Can't get it in time. Shot does not go in, and that will conclude your first quarter. We'll step aside. Bowling Green leads 12-8 in this first game of the doubleheader. You're listening and watching local high school hoops here on the 7 Mountains Sports Network.
How many miles are on it?
Man, I lost count, but runs great. Do you want it or not?
I think I'll pass.
Welcome you back inside the arena at Bowling Green High School. Lady Gators trailing the Lady Purples so far. Lady Purples lead 12-8. That first quarter coverage brought to you by Aqualand Pool and Spa. Aqualand is family owned and has been serving South Central Kentucky for over 40 years. They specialize in pools, therapeutic hot tubs, saunas, and cold plunges for year-round comfort. Visit aqualandfun.com for more information. Turnover margins, at least at the moment, for both teams are tied up 5 apiece, and rebounds give the edge to the Lady Purples. They've got 9 to the Lady Gators 7 so far in the contest. Second quarter about to get underway. Second quarter coverage brought to you by Morgantown Bank and Trust. As Shayna Pratt gets the inbound from Amaya Brown, a young Lady Purples team trying to find their rhythm, but leading by 4. Here's an inbound to Nia Smith. Davenport trying to find that connection they found earlier in the first quarter, and that one goes out of bounds. Lady Gators looking for the inbound pass. Finds it, Molly Tandy. That one knocked out from behind by Shayna Pratt, so it'll stay with the Lady Gators. They'll now inbound it from the far sideline in front of their own bench.
Coach Ed has been telling them to put those hands up because they did get a little lax there on their defense here a little while ago. But I think he's going to keep yelling at them to have them put them up, and they are doing a little better job at that, at moving around and trying to get the steal.
Lady Gators taking their time getting out of the backcourt, but they've got to go. They finally get the call from their own bench to get out. Ava Morrison now, top of the key. She's guarded by Nia Smith. Smith not giving her room to breathe. Ansley Hendricks now at the logo. She's guarded by Pratt. Driving to the left side. Kicks it over. Long 2 from Tandy. That one too strong, and it's rebounded by Corey Ware. So the Lady Gators so far 3 for 12 from the field shooting.
Lady Gators are kind of rushing some of their shots, and that's because of the defense of the Lady Purples and the way that they're in their face playing.
Pass outside to Amaya Brown, who's going to drive baseline from the right side. Her shot too strong. Molly Spidell gets the rebound. Ansley Hendricks now running the point at the logo. Fakes right, jabs left. Here she is on the drive, lays up the floater. Too strong off the back iron. Corey Ware with another rebound.
Hendricks just can't get going the way that she knows that she can right now. It's going to take her a little time, but she'll probably get rolling. But the Lady Purple defense has got to stay on it, though, because she will start shooting your lights out if you let her.
Low pass out of bounds, as you see head coach Terrence Williams there on your screen for the Lady Gators, currently trailing by 4 in his 3rd season with the program. Slowly but surely building up that success, and Ansley Hendricks has been a huge part of it as Molly Tandy going to get called for the travel. Another turnover for the Lady Gators. That marks 6 in the ballgame so far.
Got to control the turnovers any way possible. A lot of the turnovers are mental mistakes, man. Just overthrowing and picking up your pivot foot when you know you need to keep it down. You know which foot you started with. Got to pay a little more attention.
Bowling Green now back with the possession. Amaya Brown swings wide around the right side, puts it up and in, and one. Great way to connect on your first shot if you're Amaya Brown as we look back on the replay, courtesy of Toyota Bowling Green. Swings way out wide, and they just leave her a lane open to take it in. A great effort here. 3-point play on the way. Brown at the free throw line. She's a 55% free throw shooter. Too strong off the back iron, and Morrison wrestles in the board. Here comes Hendricks, quick in transition. Pass over to Spidell. Good ball movement here from the Lady Gators around the perimeter. Inside pass to Busser. Busser one-on-one with Stroud. Out to Morrison, long 3. That one off the left side of the rim, and it's rebounded by Nariah Woods.
Lady Gators are starting to live by those three-pointers. That's mostly what they've been putting up here lately.
Yet to connect on one as they've only hit 3 field goals so far in the contest. 3 for 13 are the Lady Gators with 5:50 to go in the second quarter. Lady Purple's leading 14-8. Amaya Brown with the same move she did last time, and she banks it in.
Being a 55% free throw shooter, why not? You know, why not? Take it to the hole.
Ava Morrison now for the Lady Gators. Lady Purple's continuing to extend this lead. 16-8. Inside pass to Molly Spidell. Gets tapped from behind by Nariah Woods. Ava Morrison bails her out at the free throw line. Molly Spidell. Ava Morrison trying to find a way out. Ava Busser back to Hendricks, who's calling the play from center court. She's guarded by Kimber Graves. Timeout's called, and each team will head back to their bench. Lady Purple's leading 16-8 as we step aside. You're listening and watching local high school hoops on the Seven Mountains Sports Network.
Your perfect vehicle is waiting at Don Franklin Kia in Bowling Green. Choose from the rugged Kia Sportage, the spacious Telluride, the electrifying EV6, and more. All with Don Franklin's 10-year unlimited mile powertrain coverage. With a large inventory of new Kia models and a team of caring automotive professionals dedicated to you, Don Franklin Kia in Bowling Green is here to service all of your Kia needs. Hurry in today to Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
See Terrence Williams there, leader of this Lady Gators squad, currently trailing by 8. Lady Purple's up 16-8 with 5:17 to go in the second quarter. Living and dying by the three right now where the Lady Gators yet to connect on one. They're 3 for 13 from the field so far in the first half. And the free throws being a big difference maker as well. Lady Gators only 2 for 2. Lady Purple's 5 for 6 so far in the going.
Got to get to the line. If you can, man, run. Get to the hole there. I mean, the Lady Gators, I don't know why they're not taking the ball to the hole most of the time when they are good at the free throw line.
And Molly Spidell answering that call as she gets the inbound pass and puts it up, draws a foul, so now she'll head to the line to shoot two. Again, second quarter coverage brought to you by Morgantown Bank and Trust. Morgantown Bank and Trust serving Bowling Green, Morgantown, and now Beaver Dam. Visit one of our locations today. Spidell's first free throw will not fall. Substitution here for Bowling Green as Carly Smith, the freshman forward, checks in for Nariah Woods, a sophomore. Second shot prepped and on the way for Spidell. That one rims out as well, and it's rebounded by Carly Smith, who just checked in. Kimber Graves back in as well for Bowling Green, running the point. She drives all the way down the court, quick in transition, hands it off to Strow. Here's Corey Ware fighting her way to the basket and lays it in. Zara Hall strong in transition and under the basket as she forces her way to the rim.
She did old Shaq.
Kimber Graves forcing the steal on Ansley Hendricks and lays it up with ease.
There we go.
That's the opening Kimber Graves has been looking for, her first field goal after 4 attempts. And another timeout called by the Lady Gators. Lady Purples with their largest lead of the night. They lead 20-8 as we step aside. You're listening and watching local high school hoops here on the Seven Mountains Sports Network.
This isn't just bubbles, it's balance. Relax sore muscles, refresh your mind, recharge your spirit. Discover the best hot tub brands like CalSpa, Hot Springs, and Free Flow at Aqualand on Campbell Lane. More than bubbles, it's balance. The emails can wait, the dishes can wait. Life feels better when you press pause. Find your escape with the top hot tub brands like CalSpa, Hot Springs, and Free Flow. Available locally at Aqualand on Campbell Lane. Your backyard getaway awaits.
Lady Gators looking to devise a plan to come back in this one. Lady Purples with their largest lead of the game, partially due to Kimber Graves and this steal and score. You see the pass from Morrison to Hendricks intercepted, and Graves with her first field goal of the game extends the lead to 12 for Bowling Green. 20-8 your current score. Ryan Murphy, Big Hamp, along with the rest of our Seven Mountains sports crew here with you. 4:27 to go in the first half as the Lady Purples head back out onto the floor. You see the Lady Gators there just now getting out of their huddle. Head coach Terrence Williams talking it over there with Ava Morrison as well, it appears. Potentially talking about that most recent play in the pass that resulted in the steal. Those are mistakes and unforced turnovers almost that going to have to clean up to stay in the running with the multi-time 4th region champions of the Bowling Green Lady Purples. As that pass too strong by Lily Paget goes out of bounds. That marks 8 turnovers for the Lady Gators so far in the first half.
Got to take better care of the ball. If you want to stay in this game or even get into this game, you got to take care of the ball. The Lady Purples are coming in with pressure and doing everything that they're doing.
Out to Davenport now as Bowling Green's on the charge. Driving around the left baseline. Davenport's too strong. Bowls out of the rim, and a travel called against Zara Hall. Turns it over to Greenwood. Substitution for the Lady Gators as well as Molly Tandy checks back into the action. Inbound pass complete to Tandy. Back to Hendricks now as she tries to break out of the full court press from Kimber Graves, who's putting on the defensive pressure, and they'll call the foul against Kimber Graves. That'll be her first and team's second of the quarter.
I was wondering when they was going to get her because she's been a pest. Boy, she's been all in their face, Kimber Graves.
Inbound pass from Hendricks complete to Tandy in the backcourt as she drives quick in transition. She's guarded by Davenport now as Hendricks trying to shake off Graves. Gets her on the step back, but thinks smartly. Doesn't take too strong of a three. Molly Spidell now. Back to Morrison, now to Hendricks. Shaking off the right foot spin and banks it off the back glass for two.
Good move by Hendricks right there on that one.
Bowling Green taking their time coming out of the backcourt. Kimber Graves off to Davenport. Graves now to Davenport again, and timeout called by Calvin Head. And both teams will head back to their sidelines. We stay here. Coach Head, I think, noticing the lack of a rush there as you see this second bucket of the game for Ansley Hendricks. Good move off the right side spin there for her. It's a side she favors in most of her time, but Coach Calvin Head, you see him there calling the timeout potentially to avoid the backcourt violation. Had they gotten it to Davenport, they would have gotten out, but I think there was maybe some miscommunication on what the play was going to be once they got out of it.
Again, mental mistakes, man, could cause major things, and Coach Head was lucky enough to see that in time before they possibly could have made a mistake because they've been moving the ball pretty well down the court. They just need to maintain and stay focused.
3:24 to go in the second quarter. Lady Purples lead 20-10. They've led by as many as 12, the only difference maker being Ansley Hendricks' most recent shot to bring them back within 10. As Cadence Burton checks in for the Lady Purples, she's now running the point. Stroud over to Davenport, right wing. She takes a long three. It got tipped by Molly Tandy and falls short. So the Lady Gators now quick in transition. Here's Tandy. Doesn't think about driving baseline. Instead sends it to Spidell. Spidell drives left, passes right, intended for Abby Busser, and that pass intercepted by Cadence Burton. Just checked in, trying to make the difference, puts up the shot, can't get the foul. Corey Ware gets the rebound, puts up her own shot, and that one won't fall either. It's rebounded by Molly Tandy. Here they are down the floor. Lady Gators in transition. Over to Tandy. Tandy with a three off the back iron. Rebounded by Burton. Burton setting off the afterburners. Driving inside. Lays up a long floater. That one won't fall. Ware with the rebound. Puts it up and in.
Second chance points. The Lady Purples constantly getting those rebounds on the offense. Whether once, twice, but they just got to keep hitting them.
2:15 to go in the first half, and Lady Gators trying to find some momentum. Ansley Hendricks driving inside, lays it up, too strong, bounces high off the glass, and now Burton once again quick in transition. Over to Stroud. Stroud with a long free left wing. Looks like that one potentially got tipped by Spidell. Ware with another rebound, and it just rims out, but Anaya Smith with a third chance banks it in.
That's what they do right there. Crash the boards, back each other up. One chance, two chance, three chance, four. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna end up scoring like they've been doing.
Crashing the boards, key for the Lady Purples. They've got 20 so far in the contest. Out rebounding the Lady Gators in this one at the moment. Foul was on Davenport. That's her second team's third of the quarter. As Davenport will come out for Amaya Brown, the 8th grader. Ansley Hendricks looking for the inbound. On their side of the court, finds Molly Spidell, left wing, who gets tripped. They'll call the foul on Corey Ware. That'll be her first and team's fourth.
Got tripped up over those feet, man, when you're moving around and as close as they've been. Like, everything has been all gathered up in one position. They're not giving each other enough space.
Now Hendricks on the inbound pass from the baseline. Anaya Smith stuffs the shot, but Ava Morrison comes away with it and trying to get out of all that pressure underneath the basket on her pivot foot, steps out of bounds and turns it over to Bowling Green. That's 10 turnovers for the Lady Gators in the first half.
Morrison said no. I mean, not Morrison. Anaya Smith said no.
Here's Burton driving again, quick in transition. Recovers her own missed dribble, but Molly Tandy recovers. Here come the Lady Gators. Ansley Hendricks charging down the floor. Down the right wing. Sends it over to Spidell. Spidell driving, left side, lays up a long floater, can't connect. Anaya Smith gets the rebound. Bowling Green now with a possession in the final minute. Maya Brown going to use that same move, drive up and inside, lays up the two, can't connect. Corey Ware puts it back for two.
Am I surprised she got that rebound, that offensive rebound, and putting it back up? No way.
Corey Ware having a great game and knocking down the boards. 35 seconds to go now in the first half. Hendricks off to Spidell. Spidell driving baseline. Tries to pass it over to Bowling Green defenders. It bounces off of Cadence Burton for Bowling Green and out of bounds. So the Lady Gators will keep it from the baseline as Carly Smith, the freshman, checks back in for Bowling Green, as does Shayna Pratt, the junior. Lily Padgett will have the inbound for the Lady Gators from the baseline. Looking for it here. She's got some openings, looking for Ava Morrison, and that one's blocked, but Padgett recovers. Now to Hendricks around the logo at center court. Hendricks trying to shake off Pratt. Left side. Over to Morrison now. Left wing. Morrison guarded by Hall. And another travel called against Ava Morrison.
That defense Zara Hall was putting on her was just something different. It forced her into doing it.
11 turnovers for the Lady Gators. Lady Purples only with 8 so far in the first half. Final 12 seconds of the first half. Lady Purples leading 26-10. Here's Amaya Brown, right corner. Final 5 seconds. No shot. Offensive foul. They're going to call against Zara Hall. That'll be her first.
She did that center move. You put a little body into him and knock him out of the way. That was good. That was a good foul by the Lady Gators there. Way to play into that.
Looks like that would be the 5th foul against Bowling Green, so that would put the Lady Gators into the bonus after that offensive foul. Pass complete to Hendricks. He's going to have about 3 seconds to get a shot off here. 2, 1, finds the opening. Can't connect on the long three-pointer, and that concludes the first half. Ansley Hendricks trying to get a shot up to switch the momentum, and it just won't fall. Lady Purples lead 26-10 at the half as we step aside, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back for your Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia halftime report. You're listening and watching local high school hoops on the Seven Mountains Sports Network.
Your perfect vehicle is waiting at Don Franklin Kia in Bowling Green. Choose from the rugged Kia Sportage, the spacious Telluride, the electrifying EV6, and more. All with Don Franklin's 10-year unlimited mile powertrain coverage. With a large inventory of new Kia models and a team of caring automotive professionals dedicated to you, Don Franklin Kia in Bowling Green is here to service all of your Kia needs. Hurry in today to Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
At Morgantown Bank and Trust, a home equity line of credit offers you flexible access to the value in your home. With 5.99% introductory interest rate for the first 6 months, all the cash you need is right under your roof. Call today.
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
This isn't just bubbles, it's balance. Relax sore muscles, refresh your mind, recharge your spirit. Discover the best hot tub brands like CalSpa, Hot Springs, and Free Flow at Aqualand on Campbell Lane. More than bubbles, it's balance. The emails can wait, the dishes can wait. Life feels better when you press pause. Find your escape with the top hot tub brands like CalSpa, Hot Springs, and Free Flow. Available locally at Aqualand on Campbell Lane. Your backyard getaway awaits.
I want to buy this truck, man. This is perfect.
It is a beautiful truck. Do you want to see the inside?
Is it available?
Yeah, sure is.
Is it available?
I just said it was.
Hey, how many miles has it got on it?
Just over 30,000 miles. Still practically new.
but it's got rain on it.
What? Do you want to see the inside? Do you have any questions?
No. I have to think about it. Also, it has rain on it.
Selling your car shouldn't be a pain. Bring your vehicle out to Toyota Bowling Green and we'll make sure you get taken care of.
At Morgantown Bank and Trust, a home equity line of credit offers you flexible access to the value in your home. With 5.99% introductory interest rate for the first 6 months, all the cash you need is right under your roof. Call today.
With State Farm Home Insurance, you can get the help you need from a local agent if things get complicated, and from our easy-to-use app whenever you need it.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
We'll get back inside Bowling Green High School, the arena at Bowling Green High School. The heart of the 4th region, Lady Purples taking on the Lady Gators at the half. It's the Lady Purples up 26-10. Ryan Murphy, Big Hamp alongside, including the rest of our Seven Mountains sports crew. As we take a look at your stats from the first half, taking a look at these total field goals, obviously Bowling Green has been able to take plenty advantage of the turnovers that the Lady Gators have had so far. 11 for Greenwood in that first half to Bowling Green's 9, but Bowling Green with more shot attempts and over double the makes in that first half as well. Rebounds being the big difference maker here. We mentioned that in our pregame show that the Lady Purples out rebounding the Lady Gators by about 5 per game on average, and so far they've got 10 more than the Lady Gators.
Yes, the Lady Purples are definitely getting on the boards, and a lot of those are contributed by Corey Ware, who has 9 points at the moment, and she has really been banging in there with the offensive plays. Zara Hall has 4 points and 5 rebounds, so she's been banging in the inside. Anaya Smith coming off the bench, she has 4 points, 3 rebounds. Maddie Davenport, 2 points, 2 rebounds. Amaya Brown, 4 points, and Kimber Graves, who's been all over the place there. She's been a pest on defense, 4 points, 1 rebound at the moment. On the Lady Gator side, not scoring as much, not getting on the rebound side as much, but Annalise Hendricks, 4 points, no rebounds at the moment. Tandy has 2 rebounds. Molly Spidell has 4 points and 5 rebounds, so she's been in there banging. Buser has 1 rebound. Ava Morrison has 2 points and 4 rebounds. So those two people who are mainly in the rebound section, who are big contributors of the rebounds for the Lady Gators, are doing their job. They just need everybody else in there to help.
Absolutely. And for Ansley Hendricks, it's been a lot of trying to maybe fill in that gaps that other players haven't been able to fill, at least at the moment, for them scoring-wise. For the Lady Gators, Ansley Hendricks, 2 for 8 so far shooting from the field, including that last-second shot she tried to hit from deep as well. Only 2 shots, both coming in the paint for her as well. Nothing from 3 yet. She's tried a couple attempts. We'll see if she can maybe work on that shot coming out of the half. But the defense, Hamp, for Bowling Green has been the shining star, including the rebounds.
Oh, yeah. Their defense has just been almost spot on. They're causing a lot of turnovers. They're causing the Lady Gators to think a little too much before they take their shots. They're getting them to rush their shots because the way the Bowling Green Lady Purples, the way they're moving, if they're double teaming, they're back on whoever's wide open to take that shot, which forces the Lady Gators to say, oh, no, hurry up and take a shot, which they don't need to do, in my opinion. Go straight to the basket. Go straight to the basket, get to the line. You're not a bad free throw shooting team. Just take your time, get to the basket, take it 2 points at a time.
And free throws also being a big difference in that first half. Greenwood only having 4 attempts at it, went 2 for 4. Bowling Green, on the other hand, going 5 for 7 from the charity stripe in that first half. We'll step aside. Lady Purples leading 26-10. When we come back, we'll wrap up our Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia halftime report and get ready for the start of the second half. You're listening and watching local high school hoops here on the Seven Mountains Sports Network.
This isn't just bubbles, it's balance. Relax sore muscles, refresh your mind, recharge your spirit. Discover the best hot tub brands like Cal Spa, Hot Springs, and Free Flow at Aqualand on Campbell Lane. More than bubbles, it's balance. The emails can wait, the dishes can wait. Life feels better when you press pause. Find your escape with the top hot tub brands like Cal Spa, Hot Springs, and Free Flow. Available locally at Aqualand on Campbell Lane. Your backyard getaway awaits.
Your perfect vehicle is waiting at Don Franklin Kia in Bowling Green. Choose from the rugged Kia Sportage, the spacious Telluride, the electrifying EV6, and more. All with Don Franklin's 10-year unlimited mile powertrain coverage. With a large inventory of new Kia models and a team of caring automotive professionals dedicated to you, Don Franklin Kia in Bowling Green is here to service all of your Kia needs. Hurry in today to Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
Welcome back inside Bowling Green High School, wrapping up our Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia halftime report. Lady Purples leading 26-10 over the visiting Lady Gators. Don't forget, after the conclusion of this game, you don't have to click on a different live stream. You don't have to find anywhere else. If you're watching with us on YouTube, just stick with us here for the start of the boys game. Make sure if you know anybody that's looking for a way to watch or looking for a way to stream or looking for a way to listen, make sure to share our live stream, or of course listen with us on the Point Rocks app, on the Point Rocks website, or over the radio waves as well. Plenty of opportunity for you guys to tune in with us here this afternoon. Some score updates from around the region. In girls action, Grayson County leads Butler County 21-15 at the half. Barron County and Glasgow at the half. Barron leading big 43-11 over the Lady Scotties. And in boys action, Todd County Central leads a close one over the Franklin Simpson Wildcats at the half. Todd County Central leading 35-34. Those are your most recent score updates we have around the region. Again, we'll continue to bring those as they become available to us. And here at Bowling Green, the Lady Purples leading 26-10 at the half. Ryan Murphy, Big Hamp along with the rest of our Seven Mountains sports crew, getting ready for the start of the second half. Hamp, we can't reiterate enough the difference that the rebounds have made in this game for Bowling Green.
Bowling Green, again, offensive rebounds. I think they have more offensive rebounds than they do defensive rebounds. I mean, and that is due to Corey Ware just getting in there. It's like every time the ball comes off the rim, she's in there on it. I don't know how it's happening, but she's always around that ball. And that's exactly what they need to continue to do, is keep hitting that board, hitting the boards. And again, Lady Gators, if they don't get it under control, and when they are taking those three-point shots, get people under the basket. Make sure there's somebody around to get those boards.
Looking at the Lady Gators as well, we mentioned before we went to break the difference in attempts at the free throw line. Lady Gators only with 4, Bowling Green with 7, and hitting 5 of those 7 attempts, so making ample effort to take advantage of driving inside the paint, getting those fouls. Lady Gators haven't been doing that as much, despite shooting much better from the free throw line on the season than Bowling Green. 68% roughly from the charity stripe are the Lady Gators this year. Bowling Green only 49% in that regard. So something that head coach Terrence Williams may be looking at as an adjustment in this second half as the buzzer sounds, and we're almost underway. Another score update here for you. In the middle of the third quarter, girls action for Allen County, Scottsville, and Warren East. ACS leading 39-16 over the Lady Raiders midway through the third quarter. We're underway now in the third quarter here between the Lady Gators and the Lady Purples. Lady Gators will have the possession to start it, and Molly Tandy get called for the double dribble. Start the third quarter.
Already. Turnover already. You don't want to start this half off like that.
12 turnovers, that marks in the game so far for the Lady Gators. They had 11, of course, in the first half. Main starters pretty much back in for Bowling Green. That includes Kimber Graves. Juniper Stroud's going to take a long three from the top of the key. It goes out of bounds, and it looks like it might have been tipped, Coach Calvin Head says, by a Lady Gator, but they're not going to give it to him here. He's official completely ignoring Coach Head. He's walking in stride with him down the sideline.
He's giving him an earful for sure.
Here's Ava Morrison, left wing now for the Lady Gators. Keeping it slow in transition. They trail by 16. They only scored 2 points the entire second quarter. Here's Ainsley Hendricks, step back long 2. That one won't connect. Juniper Stroud comes away with the rebound.
And there's nothing wrong with taking it slow, starting it out.
Here's Maddie Davenport on the drive, draws the foul on the shot, can't connect though, so he'll head to the line for 2.
Going back to the Lady Gators, the way that they started out as slow as they did, they need to set up some offense to clear the way. I think when they're moving as fast as they do, the Lady Purples are just right there on them like pests.
Davenport, a 64% free throw shooter. She had a 2-for-2 trip in the first half and connects on her first shot. Second shot on the way. And that one rims out. And Abby Busser gets the rebound for Greenwood. Maddie Davenport trying to get the steal on Hendricks, who's quick in transition. Running the point. Deep on the right wing. Trying to shake off Davenport. Using Ava Morrison as a screen. Fakes out, passes right. Driving inside is Molly Spidell, who tries to pass it off the leg of Nariah Woods to go out of bounds, and Juniper Stroud wrestles it away. Here's Junie down the floor. Over to Kimber Graves now running point around the logo. Over to Zara Hall now, left wing. Now Nariah Woods, top of the key. Back in the hands of Kimber Graves, right wing. Maddie Davenport, top of the key, driving around the left side, kicks it out to Stroud. Stroud going to drive around the outside, finds a way in, and bakes it in for two. That's her first field goal of the game after going 0 for 3 in the first half. And a backcourt violation on the Lady Gators. The pass was complete to Molly Spidell, but when she caught it, she was half on the other side of the floor and then landed in the backcourt.
That's crazy.
And they're going to call that one every time. The Lady Purples extending their lead now up to 19. Here's a long two from Kimber Graves that gets blocked by Molly Tandy and goes out of bounds. Greenwood with the inbound to Ansley Hendricks on the far sideline. Trying to shake multiple defenders here. Trying to use those handles to her advantage.
Man, she has a nice spin move.
And too strong of a pass from Hendrick to Busser, goes out of bounds.
That seems to be the theme for the out of bounds passes for the Lady Gators. They're just throwing them out of bounds, they're just overthrowing and a little too powerful.
You see head coach Terrence Williams there as out of the game comes Abby Busser. Or no, not Abby Busser. It was just like Wilcutt. A couple of substitutions for the Lady Gators. As now Stroud with a spin move, long two, nothing but nylon. So after going 0 for 3 in the first half, Stroh goes back-to-back. Nariah Woods trying to force a steal once again on the Lady Gators. Here's Spidell on the drive, goes up for the shot, draws the foul on Zara Hall. That'll be her second. Let's take a look at that most recent shot from Junie Stroud. Look at this spin move and the fadeaway J, nothing but net. And a great connection and a great look there, courtesy of Toyota Bowling Green, as Molly Spidell now at the line shooting two. First shot's up, and it falls through. Spidell, a 76% free throw shooter. Multiple substitutions for the Lady Gators as Busser and Morrison check out. Emery Wilcutt checking back into the game. Second shot on the way. No good that time for Spidell, so a 1 for 2 trip. Quick in transition are the Lady Purples. Here's the hot hand, Junie Stroud. Fakes the drive baseline, hands off to Nariah Woods, who opens up a lane. Pass inside to Zara Hall. That one blocked out of bounds by the Lady Gators, so it'll stay with Bowling Green. They'll have the inbound on their baseline. Bowling Green now moving from left to right to score based on our perspective. Lady Gators moving right to left. Here's Stroud on the inbound pass to Davenport. Ends up in the hands of Graves, who's going to drive past the free throw line. Lays up a long two, can't connect, and Hendricks gets the rebound. And a double dribble called again that time on Greenwood.
They can't catch a break. Lady Gators just can't catch a break.
That marks 16 free turnovers for the Lady Gators. 4:55 to go in the third quarter. Lady Purples leading by 20. It's their largest lead of the game. Here's Kimber Graves driving straight through baseline and tied is up with it. Molly Spidell and Anaya Smith will go to Bowling Green. So they'll still have it on their baseline here after the tied up jump ball. Inbound pass complete to Corey Ware on the left corner. Now with Davenport left wing. Cross-court pass to Kimber Graves, taking her own three. Can't draw the foul after the fact, but she does hit the floor, and Bowling Green with another chance at it. Here's Kimber Graves back in that same spot. She's got some space given to her by Hendricks. Instead drives, pass it under to Corey Ware. Ware now to Davenport, who's trying to force her way to the rim. Can't connect. Another rebound by Corey Ware, and a foul's going to get called as she hits the floor.
She just bangs down low, man. I love it. Dennis Rodman style rebounding under there. Some Draymond Greenish type of ball right there, Corey Ware.
So Bowling Green again going to have the inbound from their own baseline. Junie Stroud looking for the inbound pass, finds Anaya Smith. Smith back outside to Corey Ware. Is going to force her way to the rim. Too strong. Smith with the rebound. Puts it back in for 2. What one Lady Purple may not knock down, another will recover.
Exactly what I was going to say. If it's not Corey Ware, it's Anaya Smith.
Here's Ansley Hendricks at center court. Guarded by Davenport. She's going to take it herself. Fades away. Jay can't connect on that one. Anaya Smith with a rebound. Ansley Hendricks with an off shooting night, averaging 15. She only has 4, and she's 2 for 10 on the day. Here's Junie Stroud around the free throw line, hands it off to Davenport. And turnover against Bowling Green. It's like it may have been a double dribble on Junie Stroud as she's going to check out. That'll be 11 turnovers for the Lady Purples. So Greenwood going to look for the inbound here. Briley Cannon, or rather Camber Morgan, the junior, finds the inbound pass complete. Here's Molly Tandy back down the floor to Spidell in the right corner. Spidell going to drive baseline. 1-on-2 with the 2 centers from the Bowling Green team. Splits the 2 and banks it in. Quick down the floor, Shayna Pratt just recently checked in for Bowling Green. Still up by 20 are the Lady Purples. 3:15 to go in the third. Here's a spin move up inside by Corey Ware, who doesn't connect. Almost got their own rebound, but it's Molly Tandy who comes away with it for Greenwood. Off to Morgan. Morgan driving inside. That one blocked by Corey Ware.
No, no, no. Corey Ware.
Camber Morgan go down hard. Foul on Corey Ware. You see that block here going out of bounds. Camber Morgan hitting the floor hard. She'll head to the line to shoot 2 after the foul call. She's a 50% free throw shooter on the season. Not seen much action this year. Only appeared in 7 games for the Lady Gators on the season. As first shot's good. Only averaging a little under a point a game and right at 1 rebound a game as well. Trying to make the most of limited time. Second free throw on the way. Bounces off the back iron, and Corey Ware gets the rebound. If I sound like a broken record, it's because she's having a great night on the boards. Here's the drive from Amaya Brown, who draws the foul.
Molly Spidell had a no moment herself there. It looked like all ball to me, but I'm not a ref.
Spidell with her 3rd foul, also team's 3rd here of the quarters. Amaya Brown will head to the line to shoot 2. 8th graders' first shot's up, and it's good. A 56% free throw shooter is Amaya Brown on the year. As Junie Stroud checks back in for Maddie Davenport.
Yeah, Maya has no problem taking it to the hole. She loves getting in there and banging it up.
Here's Amaya Brown with second shot, no good. Goes out of bounds off the hands of Molly Spidell. So Bowling Green will keep it after the missed free throw from their baseline. And a timeout is going to get called by head coach Calvin Head. The Lady Purples lead 34-14 with 2:56 to go here in the third quarter. We'll step aside. You're listening and watching local high school hoops on the 7 Mountain Sports Network.
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
With State Farm Home Insurance, you can get the help you need from a local agent if things get complicated, and from our easy-to-use app whenever you need it.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
We'll be back inside Bowling Green High School. Bowling Green with the lucky hand as see head coach Calvin Head after calling the timeout. Inbound pass quick by the Lady Purples. Final 3 minutes of the third quarter underway here. Lady Purples with their largest tied lead of the day at 20. 34-14 over the Lady Gators at the moment. Here's Corey Ware, top of the key, over to Shayna Pratt, trying to shake the defender on the right wing. Back to Junie Stroud, top of the key. She's going to drive around to her left side, past the free throw line, draws the foul, and she'll head to the line for 2.
Great move to take it to the inside. Just keep taking it to them.
Lady Gators yet to have matched their first quarter best 8 points. Since then, they've only scored 6 with the second quarter and what's happened so far the third quarter combined. One of the lesser offensive performances for a Lady Gators team this year that's averaging over 53 points a game. First shot no good for Junie Strauss. Second one falls through. Ansley Hendricks trying to find an inbound pass. She's got it there in Camber Morgan. Morgan now over to Wilcutt. Now back to Hendricks at center court. Quick in transition. Now she's double teamed. Foul's called. Looks like that foul is going to be on Junie Stroud. That'll be her first. And that'll be her second foul, actually, is Junie Stroh's.
Maybe she tapped her hand a little bit or something. I don't know. It didn't look like a foul to me, but again, I'm not the ref.
Hard pass inside to Molly Spidell, fighting in the paint against Anaya Smith. And Corey Ware once again wrestling in the board.
That's 11 for Corey Ware.
Career day on the boards for Corey Ware. As now here she is on the left wing, handing off to Anaya Smith. They scored on this shot last time. She draws the foul. Can't connect on the N1 play, but she'll head to the line for an opportunity at 2.
Taking it to the hole. That's what she does. Take it to the hole, get to the line.
Maya Brown back to the charity stripe. She had a 1-for-2 trip earlier in the third quarter, and she knocks down that shot. She's got 6 points on the day. Several subs for the Lady Gators. Ava Morrison coming back in, and Briley Cannon checking back in for Greenwood as well. I'm not sure Ansley Hendricks has checked out, but maybe one time in this entire game.
Oh, she checked out? I didn't think she did.
Second shot is good for Maya Brown. She goes 2 for 2. Ava Morrison spinning off that pivot foot. Getting out of the backcourt slowly for Greenwood with 1:50 to go in the third quarter. Lady Purples now with their largest lead of the day. It's 23. Here's Tandy in the right corner, or Spidell rather, over to Morrison, right wing. Pass inside, intercepted out of the air by the freshman Carly Smith. Smith throwing it to Maya Brown. That one intercepted by Hendricks. Hendricks on the drive. Foul's called on the floor against Kimber Graves. That'll be her second and team's third.
Yeah, that pass to Maya Brown, she wasn't even paying, Anaya Smith. Anaya wasn't even paying attention. It hit her right in the back.
It's actually fourth foul for Bowling Green. Quick inbound pass to Molly Spidell. Puts up the shot. Wrestling underneath the basket with Carly Smith. Jump ball called. It's like it'll stay with Greenwood. So possession to Greenwood after the jump ball. Ainsley Hendricks will look for the inbound. And she finds Briley Cannon left wing. Now in the hands of Molly Spidell, top of the key. Back to Hendricks. She's got some daylight for an open three. No good off the back iron, but Spidell gets the rebound. Here's Ava Morrison fighting at the rim with Anaya Smith. Puts it up, banks it in.
Good strong putback up there. She needed that.
That was Ava Morrison's first made field goal of the game. She went 0 for 3 in the first half and a 2 for 2 trip to the line in the first half as well. She's got 4 points. Final minute of the third quarter. Here's a long three from Amaya Brown. Bounces off the near rim from her. She wrestles in her own miss. Puts it up and in. And Calvin Head loved that play.
Tough.
Here's Ansley Hendricks. Gets tipped out by Amaya Brown, who just had that huge play. But Ava Morrison wrestles away the loose ball. Final 35 seconds of the third quarter. Lady Gators trying to force an issue, and Kimber Graves gets a steal. Foul called. It'll be on Molly Tandy, her first, and turns it over to Bowling Green. Let's take a look back at that most recent play from Amaya Brown. You see that missed three, wrestles in her own rebound on the miss, and puts it back in for 2. Great look courtesy of Toyota Bowling Green. So Kimber Graves now at the line shooting 2 with Bowling Green in the bonus. First shot's on the way for Graves, and unlucky bounce, it rims out. Davenport checking back in for Amaya Brown, who just had a great sequence of plays and is met with applause from the Bowling Green side of the arena. Second shot on the way now for Kimber Graves, the 8th grader having a great night defensively, as now she has 5 points to go along with it. Almost got a steal there on the Lady Gators as they march back down the floor. Molly Tandy with a possession, hands off to Briley Cannon, now over to Ansley Hendricks as Maddie Davenport nearly tipped it out of the air. Ava Morrison, right wing, looking for an inbound pass. Rainbow lobs it in, and Kimber Graves says, "Thank you, ma'am." She's back quick in transition. Finds Junie Stroud down low. Puts it up. Too strong. And Aya Smith with the rebound. Puts it back up and in. Too strong. And Greenwood once again with the rebound. Last second shot. Not going to happen for the Lady Gators. And the Lady Purples lead 40-16 after 3. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back for the start of the fourth quarter. You're listening and watching local high school hoops on the 7 Mountain Sports Network.
Here's 5 ways to keeping your Toyota running smoothly. Get long life out of your vehicle. Make sure you're checking and changing your oil. If your tires look like this, that's not good. Is your vehicle slow to start? Let us check your battery. Stop in, let us check your brakes. It's very important to make sure all your fluids are topped off. When you're ready to get your car serviced, come see the team at Toyota Bowling Green.
Welcome you back inside the arena at Bowling Green High School. Start of the fourth quarter, about to get underway. Ryan Murphy, Big Hamp, along with the rest of our 7 Mountain Sports crew here with you. Fourth quarter coverage brought to you by Edmonton State Bank. For more than 125 years, Edmonton State Bank has stood as a symbol of trust and stability in our communities. Edmonton State Bank, life happens, and we're right here. Lady Purples leading 40-16 to start the fourth quarter, and a struggle offensive performance for the Lady Gators today. A team averaging over 53 points a game, and they've yet to score more in a quarter than they did in the first. They had 8 combined across the second and third quarters, and in the first quarter they had 8 total, so they've yet to eclipse that 8 that they had in the first quarter.
Just can't buy a bucket.
Inbound quick, a complete to the Lady Purples with Kimber Graves, who now passed to Junie Stroud, forcing her way to the rim. Zara Hall with the rebound. She draws the foul on the shot. She'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Immediately jumping in the game and jumping right into the rebounds. Zara Hall.
Foul is on Spidell. That is her 4th and team's first of the quarter, so Spidell in some foul trouble here. First shot on the way for Zara Hall won't fall. She's a 35% free throw shooter.
She shoots kind of like Shaq does on the line, like that one hand shot, and she makes it.
Hey, that one nothing but nylon. 1 for 2 trip that time for Hall as the Lady Purples lead extends. Largest it's been today. Morrison now back down the floor with Spidell in foul trouble, who looked for the cross-court pass, and Davenport says, thank you very much. Quick in transition down the floor, one-on-one with Morrison, lays it in off the left hand. That is Davenport's first field goal of the game, if you'd believe it. She's got 5 points. Here's Ansley Hendricks taking it all on her own, meets a wall of Lady Purples, foul's called on the floor.
Had 2 Purples trying to get the ball at the same time from her.
First foul for Nariah Woods, actually her second, and that's the team's first of the quarter. Substitution here for Bowling Green as Kimber Graves checks out for Cadence Burton. Come back into the game. And Abby Busser checking back in for the Lady Gators. Bradley Cannon, the junior, checking out.
I still haven't seen Hendricks leave the court yet. I know you said you might have seen her one time out of the court, but I think she's been on the whole time.
I think once for a 30-second sequence in the second quarter. Here's Spidell with a long 3, connects. First made 3-pointer from the Lady Gators in the game. Great look there for Spidell, who's a 25% 3-point shooter, but connects on that one with nothing but net. Bowling Green now slowing the pace. Davenport left wing. She's guarded by Spidell, who is in foul trouble. Here's Cadence Burton now right wing. Over to Nariah Woods, top of the key. Now Zara Hall left wing, looking for the inbound pass to Burton. Instead, sends it to Junie Stroud, top of the key. Now over to Woods, right wing once again. She's guarded by Ansley Hendricks. Over to Davenport. Davenport thinks about the 3, drives down the lane instead, lays it up. Unlucky bounce off the inner rim, but Bowling Green recovers. Now a long 3 from Junie Stroud. Bang!
Nothing but the bottom of the net.
Junie Stroh, a great 3-pointer and nothing but nylon, with the Lady Purples extending their largest lead of the day, 46-19.
Playing great defense, these Lady Purples are, and they are forcing them to shoot bad shots.
Abby Busser with a long 2 from the free throw line, connects. That's her first made field goal of the game as well. Bowling Green taking their time out of the backcourt. Here's Davenport now. Burton over to Junie Stroud, who just hit that big 3. Now to Davenport, top of the key. Nariah Woods, left wing as well. Bowling Green just surveying the perimeter here as Junie Stroud ends up in the hands of Zara Hall, who is going to get called for the travel as she's tripped up from about 15 feet out.
Now, I like how Zara Hall knows her position because she's been wide open at the three-point line many a times, and she hasn't even thought about taking a shot. I've seen a lot of players just think about taking a shot. She hasn't even thought about it.
Ainsley Hendricks completes the inbound pass and now gets it back to her hands as she drives inside, tries to put up a floater, and it's blocked by Nariah Woods. There you go. Ainsley Hendricks gets a steal, makes up for it, though, and lays it up and in.
She said you might have blocked it, but I'm going to take it and get my points.
She's got 6 so far in the game. Is now Bowling Green trying to break out of the full court press. Still leading by 23. Here's Nariah Woods. She's got an open 3 look. Too strong. Molly Spidell gets the board. She tripped up Davenport. Looked like she might have had the steal there. Foul's called. It's going to be on Davenport. It's her 3rd, team's 2nd of the quarter. Multiple substitutions here for Bowling Green. A whole new 4, it looks like, is Amaya Brown checking back in, Anaya Smith, Corey Ware, and Kimber Graves back into the action for Bowling Green. Ava Morrison now. Doesn't sweep it off to Ainsley Hendricks, who now plants herself on the right wing. Ava Morrison now going to hand it off to her, but Maddie Davenport wrestles it away. Davenport, one-on-one, lays it up and banks it in.
They're yelling swiper, no swiping.
4.5 minutes to go in the 4th quarter, and Bowling Green looking to put this one away. Here's Ainsley Hendricks driving to the right side. Now over to Spidell. Spidell with a 3 from the left wing. That one falls short. Spidell with her own miss, puts it up. That one falls short as well, and Corey Ware wrestles in the board.
Well, of course she did.
How many rebounds does that have?
That is, she's got 12 on the night.
12 rebounds for Corey Ware. Career night on the boards for her. Here's Kimber Graves. Back to Corey Ware. Now Maddie Davenport's giving some daylight. Can't connect. And Anaya Smith gets the rebound. Davenport with another chance. Putback's too strong, but Smith on the 3rd chance puts it in.
1, 2, 3, 4. Get those points off the board. They are putting them down, boy. I'm telling you. They are getting plenty of chances, and they are taking them every single time, hit or not.
3.5 minutes to go in regulation. Junie Stroh is at the scorer's table, ready to check back in for Bowling Green. Here's a pass in motion. Not complete, but Ava Morrison gets the rebound, puts up the putback, draws the foul. She'll head to the line for 2. Let's take a look at that steal and score by Maddie Davenport. Once again, there you see it on the right side of your screen. Up against Morrison in the transition, and she lays it in with ease. Is now Ava Morrison at the line shooting free throws, knocks down the first. She had a 2-for-2 trip in the first half. And she's got 5 points now. Maddie Davenport, after that steal and score and great effort in transition, heading back to the sidelines. Junie Stroud checking in for her. Ava Morrison puts up the shot, too strong off the back iron, and Junie Stroud, who just checked in, getting the rebound. Here's Stroh. Now to Kimber Graves. Left wing in the hands of Amaya Brown, who had a big 3rd quarter. Now in the hands of Anaya Smith. Kimber Graves, right wing. Camber Morgan thinks about the steal. Corey Ware takes a 3, falls short. But Junie Stroh wrestles in the rebound and puts it back in. Goes out of bounds. Stroh knocking it out. So Greenwood will still have it. And substitution for Bowling Green, Kaylin Logan checking in for Kimber Graves, who's also met with applause. And Micah Wells checking out for Corey Ware, who is also met with a great deal of applause.
Well deserved for both of those players right there, man. Ware coming up with 12 rebounds on the night. Man, she was killing them boards. And Graves has just been a pest, been a gnat all night in the face of the Gators.
Defensive chance ringing out from the Bowling Green student section, trying to see their Lady Purples put this one away. Here's Ava Morrison down the far sideline, guarded by Anaya Smith. Defense chance ringing out. Ansley Hendricks now at the center court logo, guarded by Amaya Brown. Over to left wing. Here's a long three from Cameron Morgan, and sinks it. That's Cameron Morgan's first made three of the year.
Oh, wow.
Now here's Bowling Green. Micah Wells trying to break out of the full court, dribbles it out of bounds. So they'll turn it over to Greenwood on their side of the floor. They'll have the inbound right in front of their bench.
Great defense by Hendricks to force it to step out of bounds.
Here's the steal as Micah Wells had the turnover, or rather Kaylin Logan had the turnover, and she gets the steal at transition. Here's Micah Wells with the putback, too strong, and Anaya Smith on the third chance, sinks it. Those second, third, fourth chance opportunities is where the Lady Purples are going to out-hustle you almost every time, and they continue to do so even down the stretch here in the fourth quarter.
And that's 9 rebounds for Anaya Smith.
54-27, the lead for Bowling Green with 1:45 to play. Ava Morrison's in the right corner, off to Spidell, who is in foul trouble. 43 rebounds for Bowling Green. That has to be up there as a season high, I imagine, Hale.
It's got to be. Got to be.
43 rebounds.
That's crazy.
That's 13 more than they've averaged on the season per game.
They've been crashing the boards, man. I mean, they've been all over the place.
Inbound pass complete for the Lady Gators. Cameron Morgan running the point off to Hendricks, right wing. Final 90 seconds of the contest. Here's Spidell driving down the baseline. Loses her spacing and throws it off of Amaya Brown to where it bounces out of bounds. Another substitution for the Lady Gators. Lillian Holder, the 8th grader, checking in for Ansley Hendricks, who heads to the bench and immediately going to that water jug. Emery Wilcutt also checking back into the game for Greenwood. Inbound pass nearly intercepted by Bowling Green's Micah Wells, and she's going to get the foul called against her. It's Spidell tripped up there around the three-point line, top of the key, so having been in the bonus, they'll now head to the line and shoot two.
They'll take it.
Spidell also in foul trouble. She's got 4 as she knocks down the first free throw. Again, a 76% free throw shooter on the year. Minute 21 to go here in the fourth quarter. Second shot is good. 2 for 2 trip. More substitutions for the Lady Gators. Looks like Landry Holder, the 8th grader, coming in for Greenwood. Maya Brown heading back into the action after speaking to head coach Calvin Head over near the bench. Now here's Kaylin Logan running the point. At center court, she's guarded by Lillian Holder, the 8th grader. Hands it off to Amaya Brown. Brown sweeping, pass inside to Carly Smith. Carly Smith driving baseline, draws the foul, can't get the bucket, but she'll head to the line for 2.
I love it when they come in and play like it's the first quarter every time. I love it. Bringing all of the intensity that they bring, all of those young ladies that are coming in that haven't got to play all game, man. They can come in these last 2 or 3 minutes and just play like it's the first quarter.
And slowly but surely, fans have been trickling in since the start of the girls' game. It's a pretty full house here for 14th District action towards the end of the fourth quarter girls' game. Second game will be the boys, of course, as the Purples and the Gators will face off. That shot complete for Carly Smith. She goes 1 for 2 that trip. So don't go anywhere. If you're watching with us on YouTube, you can stick to this live stream to stay with us. Lillian Holder can't connect on the 3, and Amaya Brown chases down the rebound. Here's Logan. Finds the pass over to Wells. Wells can't pull it in, and Wilcutt wrestles it away. Final 40 seconds of the girls' game here. Coach Calvin Head calling for those hands up.
Yeah,
and the Lady Purples oblige.
Got to keep your hands up.
Up corner with Holder. Final 30 seconds of regulation here. Over to Camber Morgan, right corner. Morgan trying to shake her way out. Finds Lillian Holder, top of the key. She's guarded by Carly Smith. Now over to the left corner. That one knocked out of bounds. 14.4 seconds on the clock. It was knocked out of bounds by Carly Smith.
It's good defense and some pretty good ball movement as well.
Most of the young players in for both squads. A long two that time for Emery Wilcutt. Won't fall. Final 5 seconds. Amaya Brown looking to just dribble this one out, and she will do so. Passes it off to Kaylin Logan. And the final buzzer will sound. Bowling Green takes their 7th win on the season with a final score, 55-29. The Lady Purples opening up 14th district action with a good win against the Lady Gators. We'll step aside, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back for your Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia postgame show, and we'll look to hear from head coach Calvin Head as well as our player of the game when we return. You're listening and watching local high school hoops on the Seven Mountains Sports Network.
At Morgantown Bank and Trust, a home equity line of credit offers you flexible access to the value in your home. With 5.99% introductory interest rate for the first 6 months, all the cash you need is right under your roof. Call today.
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
I want to buy this truck, man. This is perfect.
It is a beautiful truck. Do you want to see the inside?
Is it available?
Yeah, sure is.
Is it available?
I just said it was.
Hey, how many miles has it got on it?
Just over 30,000 miles. Still practically new.
But it's got rain on it.
What? Do you want to see the inside? Do you have any questions?
No. I have to think about it. Also, it has rain on it.
Selling your car shouldn't be a pain. Bring your vehicle out to Toyota Bowling Green and we'll make sure you get taken care of.
This isn't just bubbles, it's balance. Relax sore muscles, refresh your mind, recharge your spirit. Discover the best hot tub brands like Cal Spa, Hot Springs, and Free Flow at Aqualand on Campbell Lane. More than bubbles, it's balance. The emails can wait, the dishes can wait. Life feels better when you press pause. Find your escape with the top hot tub brands like Cal Spa, Hot Springs, and Free Flow. Available locally at Aqualand on Campbell Lane. Your backyard getaway awaits.
At Morgantown Bank and Trust, a home equity line of credit offers you flexible access to the value in your home. With 5.99% introductory interest rate for the first 6 months, all the cash you need is right under your roof. Call today.
With State Farm Home Insurance, you can get the help you need from a local agent if things get complicated, and from our easy-to-use app whenever you need it.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
Your perfect vehicle is waiting at Don Franklin Kia in Bowling Green. Choose from the rugged Kia Sportage, the spacious Telluride, the electrifying EV6, and more. All with Don Franklin's 10-year unlimited mile powertrain coverage. With a large inventory of new Kia models and a team of caring automotive professionals dedicated to you, Don Franklin Kia in Bowling Green is here to service all of your Kia needs. Hurry in today to Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
We'll be back inside Bowling Green High School. You can see the back of our heads there if you're watching it on the live stream. That's fun. It's like a fourth wall break. It feels like a very unnatural fourth wall break. I'm not sure if that was totally wasn't intentional. Totally was. We don't have any. I don't have any spots back there.
Not at all. Well,
I was checking. I was fixing my hair.
I'm bald.
Fixing my hair. Let's take a look at your stats. Final score between the Lady Purples and the Lady Gators. Bowling Green takes the win, 55-29. Field goals. Bowling Green succeeding in that department by a large margin, 20-49. They shoot from the field. Lady Gators only 10 for 32 and only scoring, I think their highest quarter was 8 points being in that first. Actually, the final quarter they scored more than that, but opening quarter they had a big drought from the second and the third, only scoring a combined 8 across both of those. and this could be the big difference maker as well for tonight's game. We look up and down the stat sheet as well for the teams. Turnovers also playing a big key in this game today. For your scorers today, Ansley Hendricks finishes the game with 6 points for the Lady Gators. Camber Morgan finishes with 4. Molly Spidell, we have to count these up as we're doing them, so I apologize. We're getting these in here as we're looking at it. Molly Spidell finishes with 12 points for the Lady Gators. Abby Buster finishes with 2. And Ava Morrison finishes the game with 5 to total out to the Lady Gators 29 total points. For Bowling Green, their leading scorers, Kimber Graves finished the game with 5 points. Junie Stroud went 0 for 3 from the field in the first half, but made up for it aplenty in the second half, scoring 10 points and getting several rebounds to go along with that as well. Amaya Brown finishes the game with 9 combined points as well. Carly Smith finishes with 1. Maddie Davenport finishes the game with 7. Anaya Smith finishes the game with 10. Corey Ware finishes the game with 9, including 12 rebounds to go along with it. 1 point off a double-double was the senior forward Corey Ware, who had a career night on the boards. And Zara Hall rounds out the scoring for Bowling Green. She had 5. Another solid defensive performance for the Lady Purples, and they ended up taking the win. We're going to take a brief step aside. When we come back, we'll wrap up our Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia postgame show. You're listening and watching local high school hoops on the Seven Mountains Sports Network.
With State Farm Home Insurance, you can get the help you need from a local agent if things get complicated, and from our easy-to-use app whenever you need it.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
This isn't just bubbles, it's balance. Relax sore muscles, refresh your mind, recharge your spirit. Discover the best hot tub brands like Cal Spa, Hot Springs, and Free Flow at Aqualand on Campbell Lane. More than bubbles, it's balance. The emails can wait, the dishes can wait. Life feels better when you press pause. Find your escape with the top hot tub brands like Cal Spa, Hot Springs, and Free Flow. Available locally at Aqualand on Campbell Lane. Your backyard getaway awaits.
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
Your perfect vehicle is waiting at Don Franklin Kia in Bowling Green. Choose from the rugged Kia Sportage, the spacious Telluride, the electrifying EV6, and more. All with Don Franklin's 10-year unlimited mile powertrain coverage. With a large inventory of new Kia models and a team of caring automotive professionals dedicated to you, Don Franklin Kia in Bowling Green is here to service all of your Kia needs. Hurry in today to Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
We'll be back inside the broadcast booth. Joining us with us now is our player of the game, Corey Ware, who had a career night on the boards. It seemed like you guys could just not be stopped rebounding-wise. How did it feel to get this win tonight?
It felt really good. Being 2-0 in district feels really good. I'm just happy for all my teammates, including myself, and I did not know I had a career high. That's crazy.
Well, I think it's a career high. It's at least up there for you as far as I know. I think you had 12 total rebounds as far as our stats go. But how would it feel for you being out there, being competitive, and especially like you mentioned in 14 district play?
Well, these past couple of games, it's been a little rough for me. I'm not even going to lie. But just coming out and playing my best and knowing how I could play, it felt really good to and also get the win, so it felt really good.
Now, you mentioned starting 14 district play 2-0. That's got to give you guys a lot of confidence, I imagine, going into middle of January, starting February.
Yeah, and we got another district game next Friday, I think against South Warren.
Yeah.
We trying to go 3-0 too. We trying to show y'all that we can win this.
Hey, listen, Corey Ware's calling her shot, I think, right now.
I'm calling it.
They're going for that 3-0 start.
We going.
Corey, we appreciate you for stopping in with us. Congratulations, you're our player of the game today. We'll go ahead and step aside. We'll be back here on the Seven Mountains Sports Network.
At Morgantown Bank and Trust, a home equity line of credit offers you flexible access to the value in your home. With 5.99% introductory interest rate for the first 6 months, all the cash you need is right under your roof. Call today. At Morgantown Bank and Trust, a home equity line of credit offers you flexible access to the value in your home. With 5.99% introductory interest rate for the first 6 months, all the cash you need is right under your roof. Call today.
Welcome back inside. You're looking at the back of us again. if you're watching on our live stream. Appreciate you all for tuning in. If you are, we're getting ready for boys action here shortly. Wrapping up our girls coverage, though. Lady Purples took the win 55-29, the final score. You just heard from Corey Ware calling their shot for the Lady Purples to go 3-0 in the 14th district. The 14th district, in terms of girls basketball here in the 4th region, has run through Bowling Green for the last several years, basically the entirety of head coach Calvin Head's tenure, and that only continues here. Corey Ware with a career night, 9 points, 12 rebounds, potentially career high. We may have to update you on that, at least via our social media, so stay tuned for that. A great night on the boards nonetheless as we get Hamp to rejoin us back here on camera. Oh, head coach Calvin Head's going to join us actually here as we spin around on the camera. Catching us by surprise. Coach, congratulations on the win tonight. You guys had a great performance. How do you feel overall about the win tonight? Seems like you guys showed good hustle.
We did. That may be the hardest we've played all year. We're trying to get it out of them. I felt like our two seniors answered the challenge that I challenged them with. You just had Corey up here. I thought Anaya's energy was great too. And so that's what we need. We need senior leadership like that. And so extremely proud of what we did defensively and then how we rebounded the basketball out of it. It was a good win.
And I think it showed a lot of confidence, I think, too. Do you think that confidence growing is a big part of the energy you saw tonight?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Our young kids played well as well. We made a lineup change. We went with a traditional point guard, kind of slid everybody into their natural spot. Kimber played the whole game with no turnover. That's pretty impressive in a district game for an 8th grader. And then Amaya off the bench was fantastic. And so, that's a great sign for us moving forward. We just got to continue to keep getting better.
Now, you talk about that great start, 2-0 to district play, obviously a good start. You feel like you guys are in where you wanted to be at this point in the year?
No, not really. I don't. I think that the ceiling is still pretty high for this group. I think that we did take a step forward, and we got to be more consistent, though. We got to show that type of effort on a consistent basis, and if we do that, then you'll see us continue to improve. So that's my job, is to push them and challenge them and not let them get comfortable, even when they want to get that way.
Awesome. Well, Coach, we appreciate you for coming chat with us. Thanks for having us out, always.
Thanks for your coverage. We appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you so much. We'll keep it here as we get ready for the next game. Coming up here, the boys set to play in just a few moments. We're starting our pregame coverage now. Wrapping up our postgame here. Lady Purples took the win 55-29. And we'll go ahead and get into our pregame coverage here of the boys game as we take a look at your team comparisons between the Greenwood Gators and the Bowling Green Purples coming into tonight. It's going to be a tough game for both these teams who are on solid starts to their years. Purples 9-6, Gators 10-3, and a lot of very comparable stats in terms of points per game, rebounds per game as well. Both teams pretty much dead even in a lot of those categories that you see there on your screen if you're watching via our live stream. So, Hamp, this could be a interesting matchup, to say the least, here in the 14th district.
Definitely be very interesting because, again, we're in a situation where we're getting ready for all this great district play, and everybody is looking for a district championship run. Again, whether you win or whether you don't, you want to be in that game so you can get to the regionals.
Now, arguably, last season was head coach Will McCoy, now in his 7th year, was his most competitive, his best year as head coach of the Greenwood Gators. His 6th season, he had 3 key seniors that were a part of that success. Those have all since graduated, but even still, 10-3 in your first 13 games, a great start for the Gators, and that's why Isaiah Summers is going to be a key player to watch tonight. In his senior year, he's putting up numbers that we anticipated we might have seen from him last season, leading the team in points per game and 3.8 rebounds to go along with that. He's shooting almost 60% from the field. He is so efficient on all sides of the floor.
Yes, he is. Free throw shooting, three-point shooting. He's your shooter. He even jumps in there and gets plenty of rebounds. Yes, he is definitely the guy to keep an eye out on because, man, he could explode at any moment.
Looking then at Bowling Green. If you were with us for our last broadcast for the Purples, this guy is one to watch every time he hits the floor, and no matter what field he plays on. Anthony Davis, the freshman phenom, averaging 13.7 points per game, leading the team in points per game and rebounds per game, and it feels insane to say also shooting lights out from the field. A 48% shooting rate is just unfathomable. It feels like we've got some of the most efficient shooters in the state here in the 4th region.
Oh, yeah, which is going to make for a great great, exciting game. You got this young man right here, Anthony Davis, man. Like you said, he's all over the place, rebounding, shooting, free throws, three-point shooting even. He's not too bad at man, he's just all over the place and an absolutely fantastic player, an athlete for sure.
Bowling Green coming off the game against Taylor County. Anthony Davis, our player to watch tonight, scored 16 points in that one, leading his team. Can he do that and lead them to a win over the Greenwood Gators tonight in 14th District action? We'll have to wait and find out. We'll step aside. You're listening and watching local high school hoops here on the Seven Mountains Sports Network.
At Morgantown Bank and Trust, a home equity line of credit offers you flexible access to the value in your home. With 5.99% introductory interest rate for the first 6 months, all the cash you need is right under your roof. Call today.
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
This isn't just bubbles, it's balance. Relax sore muscles, refresh your mind, recharge your spirit. Discover the best hot tub brands like Cal Spa, Hot Springs, and Free Flow at Aqualand on Campbell Lane. More than bubbles, it's balance. The emails can wait, the dishes can wait. Life feels better when you press pause. Find your escape with the top hot tub brands like Cal Spa, Hot Springs, and Free Flow. Available locally at Aqualand on Campbell Lane. Your backyard getaway awaits.
At Morgantown Bank and Trust, a home equity line of credit offers you flexible access to the value in your home. With 5.99% introductory interest rate for the first 6 months, all the cash you need is right under your roof. Call today.
With State Farm Home Insurance, you can get the help you need from a local agent if things get complicated, and from our easy-to-use app whenever you need it.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
Your perfect vehicle is waiting at Don Franklin Kia in Bowling Green. Choose from the rugged Kia Sportage, the spacious Telluride, the electrifying EV6, and more. All with Don Franklin's 10-year unlimited mile powertrain coverage. With a large inventory of new Kia models and a team of caring automotive professionals dedicated to you, Don Franklin Kia in Bowling Green is here to service all of your Kia needs. Hurry in today to Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
We'll be back inside the arena at Bowling Green High School. High school basketball action about to get underway here as the Bowling Green Purples set to take on the Greenwood Gators. 14th District play underway here midway through January in the 4th region. An exciting time, especially in the heart of the 4th region here in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Minutes away from tip-off as we look into our keys of the game tonight. Bowling Green coming in 9-6 on the year. Greenwood 10-3. And this could be a time to maybe set the tone for who's going to step up and be that favorite for the 14th District. But it's arguably still just as competitive as it's ever been, Hal.
Oh, yeah, definitely just as competitive. As you've already stated before, looking at both of these teams, they're pretty much evenly matched when it comes to the numbers and the statistics. So they just got to keep crashing the boards, get themselves to the free throw line, and man, just take it one shot at a time and don't live and die for these three-point shots.
Oh, offensively and really defensively as well. Both teams very comparable in a lot of different key categories. They're within 2, maybe at most 3% of each other in a lot of the key stats. Field goal percentage, free throws, three-point shooting, points per game. There's only about a 4-point difference there. Give that advantage to the Greenwood Gators. They average 67, Bowling Green averaging 63. Rebounds as well, only less than 2 rebounds a game difference. So this could be a game really, Hamp, that could swing either way.
It could go definitely either way. It just depends on who's hot. It's almost kind of like that first game we watched with the Lady Purples and the Lady Gators. It just depends on who gets hot, who stays hot, who stays consistent with their defense, who stays consistently doing all the things that they need to do to ensure that they get another win for the season.
Both teams warming up there, as you can see on your screen if you're watching via our live stream, as we now get into the starting lineups tonight. Greenwood Gators leading us off, starting at guard, the junior number 1, Cash Sampson. Starting at forward, the junior number 2, Martell Tuttle. Starting at forward, our player to watch tonight, the senior number 21, Isaiah Summers. Also starting at forward, the senior number 24, Landon Metter. And starting at forward, the sophomore, number 30, it's Ethan York. They are coached by head coach Will McCoy in his 7th season with the Greenwood Gators basketball program. For the Bowling Green Purples starting lineups tonight, hosting the action, starting at guard, the junior, number 1, is Orlando Davis. Also starting at guard, the junior, number 3, Braylon Anderson. Starting at forward, our player to watch, the freshman, number 5, is Anthony Davis. Also starting at forward, the junior, number 10, Embry Dotson. And rounding out the starting 5 for the Bowling Green Purples at guard, the sophomore, number 15, Hudson Akins. Those are your starting lineups tonight, and we're going to go ahead and take a brief break, and when we come back, we'll have the opening tip-off between the Bowling Green Purples and the Greenwood Gators. Stay with us. You won't miss a bit of the action. You're listening and watching local high school hoops on the 7 Mountain Sports Network.
With State Farm Home Insurance, you can get the help you need from a local agent if things get complicated, and from our easy-to-use app whenever you need it.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
Here's 5 ways to keeping your Toyota running smoother. Get long life out of your vehicle. Make sure you're checking and changing your oil. If your tires look like this, that's not good. Is your vehicle slow to start? Let us check your battery. Stop in, let us check your brakes. It's very important to make sure all your fluids are topped off. When you're ready to get your car serviced, come see the team at Toyota Bowling Green.
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
Welcome you back here inside the arena at Bowling Green High School. Almost set for tip-off here between the Bowling Green Purples and the Greenwood Gators. Nothing like basketball in the heart of the 4th region here in Bowling Green, Kentucky. 14 district action has been arguably the most competitive, the most exciting, the most thrilling of district play. Perhaps not even just in the 4th region, perhaps in the entire state, some might say. And these historic and championship programs ready to do battle here in the 14th district. Greenwood Gators introducing their players at the moment. Cash Sampson heading out onto the court. Martell Tuttle out there as well. Both juniors putting in consistent effort and minutes in their junior season. Sampson averaging 7 points a game. Tuttle averaging 8. And you see there on your screen as Isaiah Summers head out onto the floor. We were talking about him just moments ago during his warm-ups, talking about how his hops, he's just got so much height on him every single time he jumps that he's going to be one to watch around the rim. Potential high-flying action from both these teams today as now the home Purples heading out onto the floor. Orlando Davis, the junior guard, averaging 5 points a game. Braylon Anderson also heading out as well in his introductions, averaging in the double digits, 11 points a game, 3 rebounds per game. To go along with it, had a performance he'd like to bounce back from, 2 points against Taylor County. Our player to watch, Anthony Davis, heading out there onto the floor as well. Number 5, the freshman, having 16, led his team in scoring against their most recent game versus Taylor County. Embry Dotson out on the floor as well. And then Hudson Akins rounding out your starting lineup once again for Bowling Green as they hit the floor. It'll be Martell Tuttle going up for the opening tip-off for Greenwood, and Anthony Davis for Bowling Green. Bowling Green wearing their away whites. Actually going to be Embry Dotson going up for the opening tip for Bowling Green. Bowling Green wearing their home whites with the purple numbers and purple lettering. And Greenwood wearing their away blacks with some of that green accents at the top, yellow trim, green numbers, and green lettering.
I wish they had yellow lettering with green trim.
I feel like that would
makes it a little bad, and it makes it easier to read the numbers.
Slightly easier. As Greenwood wins the opening tip, immediately going for the basket. Shots blocked that time by Hudson Akins, and they can't connect. Sampson with the attempt. Back down the floor they go. Bowling Green, quick in transition. A lot of speed here out of both teams early on. Anthony Davis running point now, top of the key. Hands off to Hudson Akins, who sets himself deep outside the zone. Here he goes, moving in. Now over to Anthony Davis, left wing. Hand off to Davis. Davis going to take a long contested 3, and he banks it in.
Orlando.
Here's Greenwood now, breaking out of the backcourt with Cash Sampson running point. Now off to Landon Metter. Metter hands off to Tuttle. Tuttle thinks about the drive against Anthony Davis, trying to force his way to the rim, can't connect. Greenwood going to have another shot at it here. That's Ethan York. Ethan York, that shot gets tipped. Bowling Green trying to take it away. Sampson recovers. Back over to York. Now to Metter, going to drive baseline, kicks it outside to Isaiah Summers. Pushing foul called on Bowling Green.
That was absolutely horrible foul to give right there.
Foul's on Dotson. That's his first, team's first. And here they go again. Sampson, inbound pass complete. Isaiah Summers now around the free throw line. Now top of the key, looking for the inside pass to Landon Metter. Intercepted out of the air. Here's Davis to Anthony Davis, and he lays it in. Orlando Davis to Anthony Davis. A solid connection there as the Purples 2 for 2 from the field to start this game. They lead 5-0. 6.5 minutes. Davis forcing another steal. It goes out of bounds off his hand, and it'll stay with Greenwood. The energy is high here in the arena.
Well, these Purples are ready to take it and move their defense just like they always do.
Here's York. Metter draws the foul. Coach Sherrill is beside himself. And I think even the student section for Bowling Green is as well. Foul is on Dotson. That's his second already here in the first quarter. He's going to be forced to check out, and Caleb Brooks, the sophomore, will take his place in the 5. You see Coach Sherrill there on your screen. Not too happy with that call as Cash Sampson gets some daylight and connects on the 3. He's going to stare down the Purples bench on his way back to the other side of the court as well.
Got more cash this game right here.
Gators leading, or Purples leading 5-3. Driving to the rim is Martell Tuttle, who will draw the foul, and he'll head the line to shoot 2. Looks like the foul is going to be on Orlando Davis. That's his first and team's third already here in the first quarter. Greenwood yet to commit a foul so far, trailing by 2. Martell Tuttle at the line. Bounces off the inside of the back iron, so no good that time on the free throw. Tuttle's a 45% free throw shooter on the season. Student section's giving him an earful, and second shot bounces off the back iron. Evidently it worked, but Ethan York gets the put back for 2.
Crashing the boards already.
Tied up 5 apiece. Inside 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. Here's Hudson Akins. Over to Davis, top of the key. Davis drives to the left wing, hands off to Orlando Davis. Cross-court pass to Braylon Anderson. Now in the hands of Akins once again around the center court logo. He's guarded by Sampson. Now over to left wing to Orlando Davis. Inside pass to Anthony Davis. Now out to Akins. Akins fakes the drive. Back outside to Anderson. That one tipped away by Isaiah Summers. Summers, one-on-one, jumps, lays, and rolls it off the fingertips for 2.
Great steal and way to take it down the court for the score.
Orlando Davis nearly gets it stolen away by Cash Sampson. Here's Anthony Davis on the drive with the left hand. Can't finish. Wrestling for the board. Landon Metter comes away with it. Quickly in transition. Here's Tuttle. Euro step. Driving. Kicks outside. York with a 3. Got it!
The Gators have come out firing.
Ethan York left wide open and he takes it. Here's Anthony Davis driving with the left. Blocked by York. Goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Bowling Green. But the Greenwood side of the arena is loving it. Take a look at this replay courtesy of Toyota Bowling Green. Tuttle driving. Beautiful pass outside to a wide open York on the right wing. Substitution here for Bowling Green. Christian Muhire checking in for Orlando Davis. Anthony Davis with the inbound. Pass over to the right wing to Muhire, just checked in. Back out to Anderson. Anderson thinking about the 3 ball. Akins also going to drive to the free throw line. He's met with a wall of Gators. There's Christian Muhire once again. Pass inside to Anthony Davis. Back out to Anderson. Anderson taking a 3. No good. Anthony Davis gets the rebound. Puts it back up with the left. Can't connect. And Ethan York gets the rebound. And they'll call it a jump ball. It'll stay with Bowling Green.
York is all over the place right now and bringing a lot of energy to this Gator team.
And this is a packed house inside the arena right now. Student sections packed. with standing room only at both sides of the arena. Pretty full as well. Here's Anderson over to Muhire. Muhire with a three. Won't go. Wrestling in the rebound is Caleb Brooks. He's got it for another chance. Muhire drives this time. Can't connect. And Landon Metter comes away with the board. No, wrestling again. Caleb Brooks. And then Cash Sampson with a steal. Greenwood slowing down the pace. Pass is tipped, but Ethan York recovers. Here's Isaiah Summers spinning his way inside. Puts it up and in. And one. Take a look at it again. Summers just drives his way in, forces his way to the basket with a tough finish. Great look, courtesy of Toyota of Bowling Green. At the line for a three-point play. Shots up and good. Unfazed by the noise from the Bowling Green student section. Here's Staton. Just checked in. Back to Anderson, then back to Staton. Staton putting on the afterburners. Driving up and inside. He's got his own and one.
Both teams are deciding to take it to the hoop, boy. Take it to the house.
Fouls on Metter. It's his first, team's first. Three-point shot on the way for Staton, and it bounces in. Gators leading this one 13-8 at the moment. They seem to have the momentum on their side, but a great response from the freshman guard for Bowling Green. And connecting on the three-point play. Here's Sampson over to Summers, left wing. Summers going to try that same drive inside. They'll call it a jump ball as they got wrapped up about 5 feet out from the rim. And that possession will stay with Greenwood. Substitution Bowling Green. Caleb Brooks checking out. The freshman Elliott Simpson checking in.
I feel like sometimes you just got to let it play out. That right there shouldn't have been a jump ball. It was a great strip. They should have just let it play out.
Landon Metter gets the inbound pass, hands it off to Isaiah Summers. Now back in the hands of Cash Sampson. Looking to drive around the left side, stuck in the left corner. Now back to Summers, left wing. And then back to Chaz Huff, who just checked into the game for Greenwood. If you remember our first basketball game of the season, Chaz Huff was lights out from deep. Can he give that same effect this game? Here's Huff outside, tipped by Anthony Davis. It'll go out of bounds. Possession stays with Greenwood.
Good hands. Way to keep your hands out there moving, keeping them up. That's what keeping hands up does right there. Gives you the opportunity to get your hand on the ball, whether you're knocking it out of bounds and getting the offense out of sync.
Isaiah Summers finds the inbound to Landon Metter. Summers calling for the pass down low. Doesn't get it. Ball in the hands of Chaz Huff at center court. Here's Huff. Passing it over to Metter. Metter inside against three purples, draws the foul, and he'll head to the line for two.
Now that was a situation where it was definitely a foul. He had three, 4, and 5 hands all over him there.
Fouls on Staton. That's his first. Team's fifth, so the Gators will be in the bonus for the remaining 2:55 of this quarter. Gators leading 13-8. Metter trying to extend with his first points of the game. Bounces off the front of the rim. No good. Substitutions here for Bowling Green as you see Coach Sherrill not pleased with the performance of his purples at the moment. Braylon Anderson coming out of the game. Hudson Akins in as well. Second shot good for Metter that time, his first point of the game. Bowling Green quick at transition again with Muhire. Now Akins, now Staton. Deep right side, back to Davis. Top of the key, guarded by Chaz Huff. Huff showing no fear and a lot of pep in his step after just checking into the game. Over to Staton. Pass over, now passed up way high to Muhire, top of the key. Akins wanted the three ball. Passes it far side, back to Staton, right wing. Back to Staton, he's got some daylight, lets it fly. Can't connect. Muhire tried to get the putback. It'll go out of bounds. Back to Greenwood.
Muhire, he got up there to try to get it off of the rim, but it just didn't happen for him. Got a little hung there.
2:25 to go in the first quarter. Greenwood breaking down the full court press. Anthony Davis with the interception on the pass.
He might play quarterback, but he was playing cornerback right then.
Pass outside to Akins. Akins now over to Woodard, who just checked in for Bowling Green. Here's the drive by Staton. Euro step. That one gets tipped out. Goes off the hands of Landon Metter, they'll say, so it'll stay with Bowling Green.
You got to choose the way you do your passing right there, because that was a horrible pass. In my opinion, that was not a good pass right there. If nothing else, should have took it up and possibly would have gotten on the free throw line.
Isaiah Summers and Landon Metter checking out of the game. Pass inbound complete to Elliott Simpson for Bowling Green. Pass over to Woodard. Woodard trying to drive baseline. It'll go out of bounds, they'll say, off his hands as he lost the dribble. Back to Greenwood.
It is the Gators that is putting a lot of pressure on this Purple offense, keeping them from putting points on the board.
Martell Tuttle just checked back into the game for Greenwood, as well as Caden Graves checking in for the first time today. Here's Ethan York trying to break out of this full court press. He's got it. Pass over to Tuttle. Tuttle going to try to take his way, fight it to the rim. Puts it up too strong. Rebounded by Elliott Simpson. From the Purples. In transition, Akins to Woodard. Woodard back to Akins, slowing the pace here for the final 90 seconds of the quarter. Great crowd on hand here at the arena. Final 90 now. Woodard right wing. Woodard back over. Ends up back in his hands after 4 sets of hands. Touched it by Bowling Green. Here's Woodard on the drive, draws the foul, won't get the shot. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
If nothing else, get to the line. Get to the line. Keep driving. You ain't got to take a bunch of threes and nothing like that. It's not like they're down by 50 or something. Just take it to the hole, take it to the house, and, man, get on the line if you have to.
Jakari Woodard, a 50% free throw shooter on the season. First shot's up, and it rims out. An unlucky bounce for Woodard. Substitutions for Greenwood as starter Cash Sampson comes back into the game for Ethan York. And Orlando Davis coming back in for Jamari Stanton.
Statistically speaking, he should hit this one.
Flip a coin. If he doesn't, he'll hit his next 2. That was good.
There it is.
Coin flip called heads. He got it. Pass. Getting out of the backcourt are the Gators. Here's Sampson. Passing outside to Chaz Huff. Chaz Huff wants that 3 ball. Can't connect. It falls short. Orlando Davis gets the rebound. Here's Davis. Over to Anthony Davis. Both Davises check back into the game for Bowling Green. There's Anthony to Orlando. Orlando's holding on to it here, top of the key. Hands it off to Akins with 50 seconds to go in the quarter. 14-9 the Gators lead. Bit of a scoring drought for both teams after a red-hot start. Kick over to Elliott Simpson. Simpson over to Akins. Left wing now to Davis with a 3. Too strong, back iron. Rebounded by Woodard. Woodard fighting his way to the rack. Can't get it. Chaz Huff wrestles in the board. Wrestle for the ball here on the near side. It'll go out of bounds off the hands of Orlando Davis.
Can't buy a bucket right now the way that ball was just bouncing all over the rim.
Substitution here for Bowling Green. Chance Doyle, the sophomore, checking in for Elliott Simpson, the freshman. Young squad primarily for both these teams, really, that they're working with this season. Inbound complete to Chaz Huff, who's going to drive baseline. Instead, no-look passes outside to Caden Graves. Caden Graves puts up a shot, won't fall. Rebounded by Chance Doyle, who just checked in. Driving inside, Davis lays it in for 2. Anthony Davis, quick in transition. Like a flash, as that pass too strong, intended for Chaz Huff, bounces off his fingertips and goes out of bounds. 4.4 seconds to go in the first quarter, and the momentum swing goes to the Purples. Gators still leading 14-11. Trying to hold on to it here. Final 3 seconds, got to take a shot. Akins loses the dribble, and the final buzzer sounds to end the first quarter. Gators lead 14-11. We'll step aside. You're listening and watching local high school hoops on the Seven Mountains Sports Network.
How many miles are on it?
Man, I lost count, but runs great. Do you want it or not?
I think I'll pass.
An eventful first quarter between the Bowling Green Purples and the Greenwood Gators here. Ryan Murphy Big Hamp alongside inside the arena at Bowling Green High School. along with the rest of our Seven Mountain Sports crew. Appreciate you for joining us here as the Gators lead 14-11 after one. Start of the second quarter. That first quarter coverage brought to you by Aqualand Pool and Spa. Aqualand is family-owned and has been serving South Central Kentucky for over 40 years. They specialize in pools, therapeutic hot tubs, saunas, and cold plunges for year-round comfort. Visit aqualandfun.com for more information. Start of the second quarter underway. Looks like it'll be Chance Doyle who'll have the inbound pass to Hudson Akins for Bowling Green. Again, if you're joining us over the radio waves, Bowling Green moving from right to left based on our perspective. Greenwood left to right. Bowling Green wearing their home whites with the purple numbers and some purple trim. Greenwood wearing their away blacks with yellow trim green numbers. Here's a three for Bowling Green by Braylon Anderson. Won't connect. And they'll call it a turnover on Bowling Green after the shot.
Standing out of bounds there when he was trying to get there, when he got that rebound. I mean, you got to know it's hard to watch your feet underneath in that area right there, but I mean, hey, it happens.
Cash Sampson now running point as he did at the start of the game. Here's Anderson guarding him over to Tuttle. Tuttle back to Summers. Summers looking for that inside pass that landed Metter, but can't find it. Here's Sampson on the drive, back to Summers. Had some daylight. He'll get called for the travel.
Got to watch your feet when you're ready to make that move.
7:20 now to go in the second quarter. Neither team scored yet in the second quarter here. Pass over to Doyle. Back in the hands of Davis, top of the key, over to Akins. Akins going to try to drive baseline against Metter. Anthony Davis tried to reel it in, but loose ball is brought in by Landon Metter. Now with Tuttle. Tuttle over to Summers, who's driving quickly in transition left side. Spin move down low, hook shot, makes it in.
There is a summer in the city, and he is doing his thing right now.
Sun's shining bright for Isaiah Summers right now, who has yet to miss a field goal in the contest. He's 3 for 3 so far. 6.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Here's Anthony Davis down low against three Gators. Pass outside to Akins, right corner, to bail him out there. Braylon Anderson now top of the key to slow the pace. Back to Akins, right corner, then to Anderson. Anderson, inside pass to Anthony Davis, and that one's ripped out by Cash Sampson. Sampson down the floor, slowing the pace, trying to find Summers. He's got him. Summers, spin move again, blaze it up with the right. No, fakes the pass. Outside to Chaz Huff, tries to get the three, rims out, rebounded by Anderson. To Chaz Huff, 0 for 2 from deep. Foul's called, it looks like. Foul's going to be on Tuttle. That's his first and team's first of the quarter. Greenwood doing a great job of keeping the hands off. Only 2 fouls in the game so far.
Oh, yeah. And Summers is trying to get his team involved. He's trying to get the ball out of there, but sometimes you just got to go on ahead and muscle through it, man. Take the 20, 30 points a game.
6 minutes now to go in the first half. Cross-court pass to Akins. Akins in the left corner looking. Back to Summers, or Davis rather, top of the key. Now to Anderson, who takes a long three. No good. Bounce off the back iron. Wrestle for the rebound. Goes out. They'll say off of Hudson Akins, so it turns it over to Greenwood. Gators still leading this one, 16-11.
Gators are just playing some, right now to me, the Gators are playing better defense, although the Purples are playing good defense, but it's just not translated into points on the turnovers.
Ethan York connects on the top of the key three.
Ethan's been on a tear lately.
Here's a long three from Akins to respond, and he does it! Hudson Akins heard the phone, answered it, and hung it right up with the three.
I love that, love that. I've been waiting for Akins to go ahead and take that shot. He's been sitting around waiting on it.
Gators still lead 19-14. We'll step aside. You're listening and watching local high school hoops on the Seven Mountain Sports Network.
Your perfect vehicle is waiting at Don Franklin Kia in Bowling Green. Choose from the rugged Kia Sportage, the spacious Telluride, the electrifying EV6, and more. All with Don Franklin's 10-year unlimited mile powertrain coverage. With a large inventory of new Kia models and a team of caring automotive professionals dedicated to you, Don Franklin Kia in Bowling Green is here to service all of your Kia needs. Hurry in today to Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
Back inside the arena at Bowling Green High School. We welcome you back in. Ryan Murphy, Big Hamp alongside. About midway through the second quarter here, 5:22 to go in the first half. Gators leading 19-14 over the Bowling Green Purples here in 14th District action. Greenwood now with the possession after a big three and a response from Hudson Akins. Teams playing incredibly close. 5 points the difference. Doesn't really tell how close this contest has been. Inside pass to Isaiah Summers, who draws a foul, and he'll head to the line to shoot two. Take a look at that three-pointer. First from Greenwood's Ethan York. You see it here. He had an open look, top of the key. Took that daylight to his advantage. Great look there, courtesy of Toyota Bowling Green. Isaiah Summers at the line shooting two. First shot's on the way. Unfazed by the noise from the Bowling Green student section. Summers a 67% free throw shooter on the season. Kids will love that one, I'm sure. Here's Summers, second shot. It's good. 2 for 2 trip that time. He had a three-point play connected on in the first quarter. Here's Jakari Woodard, who just checked back into the game. Tuttle nearly gets a steal. Has to put on the brakes. Here's Akins looking for a heat check. Can't drop the ball on that one. Metter with the board. Tuttle back down the floor in transition. Here's Sampson. Sampson over to Metter. Metter driving. Offensive fouls called. Caleb Brooks took a shot, hit the floor. Landon Metter gets the call against him.
Kept his feet planted. Didn't move them. Just like a rock or a mountain.
6 turnovers for Greenwood in the first half. You see Metter there going off to the sidelines after his second foul. 4.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Gators still leading 21-14. 7-point split, largest lead of the day for Greenwood.
Greenwood playing some great defense on the Purples right now. They're trying to set up something.
Jamari Staton into the left side. Akins over to the left corner to Woodard, takes a three. Won't fall. Ethan York gets the rebound. Wrestles with it against Anthony Davis. Foul's going to get called against him. That'll be Anthony Davis's first and team's second.
Ethan York is living underneath that rim right now. Anything that's coming off, he is shooting for it.
Bowling Green calls the timeout. We'll step aside. Gators lead 21-14 with 4:11 to go in the second quarter. You're listening and watching local high school hoops on the Seven Mountains Sports Network.
This isn't just bubbles, it's balance. Relax sore muscles, refresh your mind, recharge your spirit. Discover the best hot tub brands like CalSpa, Hot Springs, and Free Flow at Aqualand on Campbell Lane. More than bubbles, it's balance. The emails can wait, the dishes can wait. Life feels better when you press pause. Find your escape with the top hot tub brands like CalSpa, Hot Springs, and Free Flow. Available locally at Aqualand on Campbell Lane. Your backyard getaway awaits.
Welcome you back inside the arena at Bowling Green High School. Timeout called by Bowling Green and head coach D.G. Sherrill there that you see on your screen. Second quarter about halfway through. Second quarter coverage brought to you by Morgantown Bank and Trust. Morgantown Bank and Trust serving Bowling Green, Morgantown, and now Beaver Dam. Visit one of our locations today. Greenwood, quick in transition down the floor. Isaiah Summers drives, finds the glass, and banks it in for two. Summers has still not missed a shot in this contest so far. There's a drive. Foul's called. That'll be against Caden Graves of the Gators. That's his first. Should be team's third. Cash Sampson checking back out for Greenwood. Coming in is Braden Kennedy, the junior guard. Akins, inbound pass complete to Woodard. Anthony Davis, now to Akins again, left wing. Against Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis over to Woodard, right wing. Surveying the perimeter of the Purples. Inbound pass goes out of bounds, intended for Caleb Brooks. Pass was just too high for him to rein in.
They're pushing themselves with these turnovers. They're causing a lot of these on themselves. There's different, they just need to scan the floor a little more when they're making their passes, because some of their passes are just a little too tight when the Gators have their defense attacking the way that they are.
Gators still leading 23-14. Summers loses the dribble but recovers it. Now Summers over to Tuttle, left corner. Back out to Chaz Huff. Huff averaging 6 points a game, baseball star for the Gators. There's Summers, top of the key. Huff itching for that right wing three-point opportunity. He's 0 for 2 from that range so far. Here's Tuttle driving inside, finds an open lane, almost gets the putback, but Anthony Davis gets the rebound. Tuttle still scoreless from the field so far. Over to Braylon Anderson, tries to drive baseline, instead is going to kick it way outside, bends up in the hands of Woodard, left wing. Back to Akins, top of the key. Akins going to drive, bounce pass, inside, finds Braylon Anderson for 2 for his first basket of the game.
That was a good bounce pass on the inside right there. That was clear and uncut, wasn't a chest pass. It was absolutely perfect.
2.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Here's Summers driving inside, finishes with the left hand for 2. He is still perfect from the field.
It might be wintertime, but it is definitely summer because he is on fire.
There's Jakari Woodard now to Akins, top of the key. Down the hands of Anderson. Anderson trying to swing his way around the right side, avoids the walk call, finds Akins to bail him out at the logo. Here's Woodard again, loses the dribble off his foot, wrestling for the jump ball below the rim. It's like they'll call it a jump ball. No official signal here from the officials. It's like it's a Greenwood possession after the jump ball. So they'll get it back. Good fight there by the Gators. Isaiah Summers taking his time getting out of the backcourt. Coach McCoy calling the play. Final 2 minutes of the first half. Gators leading 25-16. Here's Chaz Huff. He wants this spot. He wants it bad, and he got it. He was 0 for 2 from deep, and he finally connects there for 3. And a travel called against Christian Muhire, the senior, with an unfortunate mistake. 9 turnovers for Bowling Green now in the first half.
I'd have to see a replay on that. I'd have to see if that foot moved when he made that stop. I think I would have let it go. But again, I'm not a ref.
Hardest job in sports, I would argue.
Gotta be.
Officials heading to the table. Take a look back at that most recent play from Chaz Huff, the three-pointer. He's been waiting in that right wing spot, just looking for the opportunity to take that 3. He's lethal from range. You can't leave it open, and he had plenty of daylight there. So much daylight, he probably needed sunglasses, and he knocked it down. Great shot by Huff. We're no stranger to his love of three-point land as he takes another 3. Too strong that time off the back iron. Cash Sampson gets the rebound. Here's Summers. Now to Sampson, left wing. Pass inside to Brooks. Brooks loses the dribble. Recovered by Muhire. Here comes Bowling Green. Taking their time in transition over to Akins. Akins surveying. Pass inside to Anthony Davis. Out to Anderson. Anderson with a 3 from the right corner. Nearly bounced it in, but it just can't get the lucky break. It goes out.
Just can't get it.
Greenwood with the board. Here's Sampson in transition. Final minute of the first half. Tuttle driving inside. Draws a foul. He'll head to the line.
Gators are taking full advantage of every opportunity that they're getting. I mean, yeah, they're missing a few shots here or there, but they are obviously in the lead because they are making the most out of their shots, and they're shoving it to the hole. So, and they're getting to the line.
First shot on the way for Tuttle. Bounces off the back iron, gets a nice backspin, and falls in. First point of the game for Tuttle. 45% free throw shooter is the junior forward. Second shot's on the way, and that one rims out. Bowling Green had a touch. Caleb Brooks recovered it. Now here comes Bowling Green in transition. Muhire spinning, finishing with the right, lays it in. Muhire's first basket of the game. Here's Braden Kennedy. Running the point. Fakes off the screen from Brooks, cuts to his left, finds Summers. Summers thinks about the 3 ball. Hands it off again to Kennedy, the junior. Limited playing time last season as a sophomore and is getting more minute contributions here. Offensive foul. Going to get called against Caden Graves there for Greenwood. That's his second. That's actually Graves' third and team's 4th. So Caden Graves already in some foul trouble here early. Chaz Huff back at the scoring table. Final 15 seconds of the first half. Chas Huff may not get a chance to come in here, but he's there if needed. Final 10. Akins driving, finishing, windmill, can't connect, gets his own rebound, tries to get the putback, no foul. Tuttle wrestles it away, and a jump ball is called with 1.2 seconds on the clock. Possession stays with Bowling Green. Chas Huff checking back in for Caden Graves, who just got his third foul. 1.2 seconds on the clock. It's going to be up to Bowling Green to take a shot here. Just enough time to get a last-second one off. Buhire, inbound pass, intercepted out of the air by Braden Kennedy. And that concludes the first half. Greenwood with a strong offensive performance, leading at the half 29-18. We'll step aside. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, we'll have your Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia halftime report. When we return, you're listening and watching local high school hoops here on the Seven Mountains Sports Network.
Your perfect vehicle is waiting at Don Franklin Kia in Bowling Green. Choose from the rugged Kia Sportage, the spacious Telluride, the electrifying EV6, and more. All with Don Franklin's 10-year unlimited mile powertrain coverage. With a large inventory of new Kia models and a team of caring automotive professionals dedicated to you, Don Franklin Kia in Bowling Green is here to service all of your Kia needs. Hurry in today to Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
At Morgantown Bank and Trust, a home equity line of credit offers you flexible access to the value in your home. With 5.99% introductory interest rate for the first 6 months, all the cash you need is right under your roof. Call today.
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
This isn't just bubbles, it's balance. Relax sore muscles, refresh your mind, recharge your spirit. Discover the best hot tub brands like Cal Spa, Hot Springs, and Free Flow at Aqualand on Campbell Lane. More than bubbles, it's balance. The emails can wait, the dishes can wait. Life feels better when you press pause. Find your escape with the top hot tub brands like Cal Spa, Hot Springs, and Free Flow. Available locally at Aqualand on Campbell Lane. Your backyard getaway awaits.
I want to buy this truck, man. This is perfect.
It is a beautiful truck. Do you want to see the inside?
Is it available?
Yeah, sure is.
Is it available?
I just said it was.
Hey, how many miles has it got on it?
Just over 30,000 miles. Still practically new.
But it's got rain on it.
What? Do you want to see the inside? Do you have any questions?
No. I have to think about it. Also, it has rain on it.
Selling your car shouldn't be a pain. Bring your vehicle out to Toyota Bowling Green and we'll make sure you get taken care of.
At Morgantown Bank and Trust, a home equity line of credit offers you flexible access to the value in your home. With 5.99% introductory interest rate for the first 6 months, all the cash you need is right under your roof. Call today.
With State Farm Home Insurance, you can get the help you need from a local agent if things get complicated, and from our easy-to-use app whenever you need it.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
Welcome you back inside an electric atmosphere inside the arena at Bowling Green High School. Gators leading at the half, 29-18 the score. As we take a look at your stats here from the first half. Most notably for the team, Greenwood doing a great job of shooting efficiently from the floor on less attempts than Bowling Green. Purples 7 for 22, Greenwood 10 for 18, including led by Isaiah Summers, who was our player to watch going into the game today, who has not missed a shot in the contest so far. Free throws as well, Greenwood taking plenty of advantage of those. Rebound game is pretty close. Turnover game pretty close. Fouls dead even. So really it's been about the shooting efficiency in the first half for the Gators.
Oh yeah, and with the Gators, you got Cash Simpson. Shot that big three earlier, 1 rebound. Martell Tuttle, he's got 1 point right now with 3 rebounds. Chaz Huff, 3 points, 1 rebound. And like you said, Isaiah Summers hasn't missed a shot. It might be winter, but Summers is bringing the heat because he's on fire with 13. Metter has 1 point, 3 rebounds, and Ethan York's been all over the place. 8 points, 4 rebounds on him. Excuse me, the Purples, they are mixed up everywhere. They have points everywhere spread out. Orlando has 3 with 2 rebounds. Woodard, 1 with 1 rebound. Braylon Anderson, 2 points, 2 rebounds. Staton, 3 points. Anthony Davis, 4 points, 2 rebounds. Muhire, 2 points, 1 rebound. Akins has 3 points, 1 rebound. And then you just have a couple of rebounds spread out over there. It's not like they're not trying to get to the boards. It's just nobody's making shots, and there's really no cohesiveness, it seems like. It just seems like that they're not getting the points on the board like they're used to doing there, the Bowling Green Purples. But the Greenwood Gators are playing their game.
Purple's one of the lowest scoring first halves they've had all season, averaging 63 points per game. That's about 12 lower than they average in a half, if not 13 or 14 lower than they average in a half. So just trying to find that offensive rhythm. You see it there on your screen if you're watching on our live stream. 7 for 22 from the field. If you're going to address anything for Bowling Green, it's taking smarter shots and making sure you're knocking them down.
That's it right there, making better shot selections, even setting somebody up with different plays and everything. I know the Gators are right there chomping at them, and they're all over them, but you have got to slow it down a little bit. If you're moving a little too fast, they're throwing the ball everywhere. It's just going out of bounds. I mean, you got to slow it down, make your plays, set everything up the way that you want to set it up, and then you can play it the way you want to play it once you start taking control.
Looking at the game right now, Gators lead it 29-18. We'll go ahead and step aside. When we come back, we'll wrap up our Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia halftime report and get ready for the start of the second half between the Greenwood Gators and the Bowling Green Purples. You're listening and watching local high school hoops here on the Seven Mountains Sports Network.
This isn't just bubbles, it's balance. Relax sore muscles, refresh your mind, recharge your spirit. Discover the best hot tub brands like Cal Spa, Hot Springs, and Free Flow at Aqualand on Campbell Lane. More than bubbles, it's balance. The emails can wait, the dishes can wait. Life feels better when you press pause. Find your escape with the top hot tub brands like Cal Spa, Hot Springs, and Free Flow. Available locally at Aqualand on Campbell Lane. Your backyard getaway awaits.
Your perfect vehicle is waiting at Don Franklin Kia in Bowling Green. Choose from the rugged Kia Sportage, the spacious Telluride, the electrifying EV6, and more. All with Don Franklin's 10-year unlimited mile powertrain coverage. With a large inventory of new Kia models and a team of caring automotive professionals dedicated to you, Don Franklin Kia in Bowling Green is here to service all of your Kia needs. Hurry in today to Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
Welcome back here to the Seven Mountains Sports Network inside the arena at Bowling Green High School in the heart of the 4th region. Greenwood Gators taking on the Bowling Green Purples. Gators leading at the half, 29-18 here on your Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia halftime report. Ryan Murphy, Big Hamp alongside, along with the rest of our Seven Mountains Sports crew. I failed to mention our crew today. Of course, producer-director Matthew Clark on the cameras, Dalton Lawson on our game cam, Seth Daniel on the hero shots, and on the board back at the station, our man Axe, making sure we're getting over the radio waves. Appreciate all of them for being a part of our incredible crew, including our sponsors as well, who get us out to these games week in and week out, including Don Franklin Bowling Green, Kia, Aqualand Pool and Spa, Morgantown Bank and Trust, Edmonton State Bank, NCTC, powered by Warren RECC, Toyota Bowling Green, and State Farm agent Will Coker make it possible for us to get out each and every day. And, of course, you all watching at home or listening at home or on the road, whether you're listening over the radio waves, you can listen in at the Point Rocks app, the Point Rocks website, or, of course, if you're here locally, over our many radio frequencies, or on YouTube.com, where you'll find our live stream. That's at Seven Mountains Sports on YouTube. You look us up. We've been live since 15 minutes before the girls' game. Lady Purples took the win in that one over the Lady Gators. Currently, though, Greenwood Gators holding the advantage over the Bowling Green Purples, your reigning 4th region champions, who have a much younger squad than they did a year ago. They had 6 seniors last year and several more under them in the underclassmen that basically operated as an extra starting 5. But this year, with those 6 now graduated, much younger core for this Bowling Green team. They're led by freshman Anthony Davis, who's have been a phenom of athletics for Bowling Green this year in his freshman season, and they're going to have to try to maybe fix some of their shooting woes from the first half as they trail by 11.
Definitely have to fix those shooting woes. Have to turn into some dogs right here. Right here is where you got to be hungry enough that you want it. Yes, they're a young team, but they are fighters. They are a good, strong-hearted team. They just have to figure it out.
Some score updates from you for around the region. Second quarter midway through between the Glasgow Scotties and the Barron County Trojans in boys action. They're tied up 22 apiece. Halftime in boys action also between the Allen County Scottsville Patriots and the Warren East Raiders. Patriots lead 45-31. Also in boys action, Grayson County leads Butler County 42-24 at the half. Just down the road in southern Warren County, South Warren trailing Warren Central 29-17 midway through the second quarter. Score updates there for you. We'll continue to bring you those as they become available. Of course, here we are for the start of the second half on the 7 Mountain Sports Network as the Gators lead the Purples 29-18 to start the third quarter. We're back underway. Gators now moving from right to left trying to score. Purples will be moving from left to right versus the first half. If you're joining us over the radio waves, Greenwood wearing their away black jerseys with the green numbers, yellow trim. Purples wearing their home whites, purple numbers, and some of that silver and gold trim to go along with it. Shot up by Braylon Anderson, no good. Summers tries to get the rebound, can't wrestle it in, and now here they come back down the floor. Dotson with a missed pass to Anderson goes out of bounds.
Miscommunication already. This is how it all starts.
That'll be 11 turnovers marked for Bowling Green in the contest so far. Isaiah Summers running the point, heads off to Metter, top of the key. Back to Tuttle, right wing. He's going to drive inside, past the free throw line, hits him with that Euro step, pass outside to York, bangs the three.
Great pass to get it back to the outside to York with that one.
We talked about Isaiah Summers and how he's yet to miss a shot in the game so far. Well, neither has Ethan York. He's 4 for 4, including 3 made threes. Here's Anthony Davis trying to respond in transition, puts up the shot, no good. Wrestles in his own miss, and a foul's called. Anthony Davis only 2 for 5 from the field. He had 4 points.
What I didn't like is how none of the other Purples were trying to get that rebound that was going all the way back to the top of the key. Everybody should have been on that.
Here's Braylon Anderson, fakes the drive out to Davis. Thinks about the side step three, won't take it on the right wing. Has it this time. Gonna drive inside to his left. Finish with his left as well. Lays it in that time. He's got 6 points. Again, Anthony Davis had 16 in Bowling Green's most recent game against Taylor County. Gators leading by 12, their largest lead of the game, 32-20, your current score. 6.5 to go in the third. Metter over to Tuttle. Tuttle inside to York. York, and one! Oh! Yes, sir! York stays perfect from the field. Take a look at that replay, courtesy of Toyota Bowling Green. Great look and a finish with the non-dominant hand from the left side.
Nothing but muscle.
Ethan York, 43% from the field. He's a 71% free throw shooter, and he misses the free throw for the three-point play, and Hudson Akins gets the rebound for Bowling Green. Down the floor, quick in transition is Braylon Anderson. Kicks outside. Davis takes the three. Rims out. Dotson goes for the rebound, but York wrestles it in. Ethan York playing takeover here to start the third. There's Isaiah Summers. Foul's called. No shot. It'll be on the floor. Foul's going to be on Orlando Davis. That's his second, team's second of the quarter. So Greenwood going to have the inbound from their baseline. Finds Landon Metter, top of the key. Back to Summers. Summers inside pass to Tuttle. Tuttle banks it in, and one.
Good pass by Summers to get it to the inside there and able to get Tuttle to draw the foul.
Tuttle, dramatic way to get your first bucket of the game. Almost waits there on Anthony Davis to draw the foul. That'll be Davis's second, team's third. And connects on the three-point play. Tuttle's got 4. Bowling Green, quick in transition, bounce pass. Orlando Davis driving, finishing with the right hand, banks it off the side of the glass for 2. Orlando Davis now up to 5 points. Tuttle down the far sideline. Thinks about the drive once again against Davis. Lowers the head and the shoulder, but he'll get the travel called. He lifted up that right foot. Looking for the lane inside.
I'm glad you seen it because I didn't see it at first, and I was like, wait a minute.
5:40 to go in the third. Pass looked like it almost went out of bounds, but it stays in. Embry Dotson now left corner. Pass inside to Akins. Akins loses the pass. Isaiah Summers says, thank you, sir. Back in transition. He loses the dribble, and Orlando Davis takes advantage. There's Braylon Anderson back down the floor, outside to Anthony Davis. Davis going to drive to his left, finish with his left, and one party inside the arena. Anthony Davis going for three.
Whoa. Anthony trying to take over the game.
5:21 to go here in the third quarter. Orlando Davis with a three-point chance opportunity of his own. He's a 62% free throw shooter on the year. Gators still up 13. 37-24 your current score. Shots on the way. Davis connects. Davis now with 9. Leading all purple scorers here in the contest. Isaiah Summers in stride with Orlando Davis. Sends it over to Cash Sampson. Sampson back to Tuttle from the free throw line. He'll put up a J. No good. Bounce off the front of the rim. Anderson with the rebound. Here's Tuttle in transition. Good defense. Goes out of bounds off Orlando Davis. Back to Greenwood.
Missed opportunity right there for the Purples.
13 turnovers that marks for Bowling Green as Chaz Huff checks in for Martell Tuttle. Here's Huff. He's hard to miss because no matter the time, he's always wearing his pink sneakers. Nearly loses the dribble off those sneakers, but keeps it alive. Hands off to York, right wing. Here's Chaz Huff. He's got an open look on the right corner. Bounces off the near side rim of him. And a wrestle for the rebound. Ethan York gets it. Intercepted by Hudson Akins on the pass. Here's Davis over to Anderson. Anderson with an open lay. Banks it in. Timeout called by the Gators as the Purples have brought it back within 10. Gators still lead 37-27 as we step aside. You're listening and watching local high school hoops here on the Seven Mountains Sports Network.
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
With State Farm Home Insurance, you can get the help you need from a local agent if things get complicated, and from our easy-to-use app whenever you need it.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
Back inside the arena at Bowling Green High School, you see the Purples there on your screen digging their way back in, back within 10. You see Braylon Anderson there coming out of the huddle as he just had a huge play for Bowling Green. Got the steal, gets the pass from Orlando Davis and connects on the open lay as now Greenwood marching down the floor with Chaz Huff as he loses the dribble off his left foot. It'll go out of bounds to Bowling Green.
That's twice that ball's come off his foot, especially since you said something about his shoes.
I guess I've made his shoes a magnet. That's some kind of weird voodoo announcer jinx. It's got to be. 4:25. Here's Orlando Davis with a three. Won't go. Rebounded by Ethan York for Greenwood. Trying to break out of this full court press. Bowling Green forcing the turnover. Akins fighting to the rim. Lays it up. Bounces out. Huff punches it away. It'll go out of bounds and stay with Bowling Green.
Oh, just moving a little too fast there. A little too fast.
Arguably a good heads-up play there by Chaz Huff, who rather than let Bowling Green get a chance on the rebound and drawing a foul, punches it out of bounds and lets Greenwood reset their defense. Greenwood set in the zone. 2-3. Over to Orlando Davis on the left wing, surveying. He's in the double team there from that zone defense. Back outside to Orlando Davis. Inside to Anthony Davis, who met with a wall of Gators. Back out to Orlando Davis. Motions from the Bowling Green bench. To the far side. Akins, turnover. Almost forced there by Cash Sampson, but Orlando Davis recovers. Back out to Anderson. Anderson with a three. No good. Goes out of bounds off the hand, they'll say, of Ethan York. It goes out of bounds. Stays with Bowling Green on their baseline.
Now, I'm looking at Anthony Davis standing there in the middle of the floor during that whole transaction. He needed to move around a little more and get himself open.
Bowling Green was trying to send some subs out into the game. They're not going to let them, at least at this moment, are the officials. Anthony Davis gets the inbound pass, finishing with the left, makes it in. Good move. Here's Chaz Huff, quick in transition, putting on the afterburners. He's trapped. Timeout called by Greenwood.
Good timeout call.
3:24 to go in the third. Gators lead 37-29. Purples reeling their way back in. We'll be back in just a moment. You're listening and watching local high school hoops on the 7 Mountain Sports Network.
Here's 5 ways to keeping your Toyota running smoothly. Get long life out of your vehicle. Make sure you're checking and changing your oil. If your tires look like this, that's not good. Is your vehicle slow to start? Let us check your battery. Stop in, let us check your brakes. It's very important to make sure all your fluids are topped off. When you're ready to get your car serviced, come see the team at Toyota Bowling Green.
We'll be back inside the arena at Bowling Green High School. Purples finding their momentum now. They're back within 8 of the Gators, who lead 37-29. In a bit of a scoring drought are Greenwood. 3:24 to go here in the third quarter. Ryan Murphy, Big Hamp along with the rest of our 7 Mountain Sports crew, bringing you great coverage for this doubleheader here in the 14th District. It was the Lady Purples who took the win over the Lady Gators just a little bit ago, and now the Gators have the edge over Bowling Green at the moment. You see head coach Will McCoy there in his 7th season with the program. It's been quite some time since this Gators team under Will McCoy has won a game against DG Sherrill and the Bowling Green Purples, December of 2022 to be exact. And before last year's win for Greenwood over South Warren, that was their last win in district play. So their 2 most recent district wins include South Warren last season and then that win in 2022 over Bowling Green that they would eventually go on to lose to in the 14th district tournament, the first round. Foul's going to get called there on Bowling Green. Stays with the Gators. If you're joining us on the radio waves, 3:15 to go here in the third quarter. Gators moving from right to left to score. Bowling Green left to right based on our perspective. Here's Summers spinning his way to his right inside. Lays up with the right hand. His perfect streak is ended as the rim's out. That was his first field goal attempt of the second half as Anthony Davis finds open space and lays it in without any contest. Back down the floor. 3 for York. Heat check. Won't fall. Ethan York was also lights out. That's his first miss of the day. Davis driving, draws a foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
The Purples have awakened a little bit. They are ready to go now. I think now that they're getting in sync a little bit. Davis taking it to the hole the way that he's taking it. Get to the foul line, young man. Get to the foul line. But make the points count. You got to make them count.
Fouls on Tuttle. That's his second and team's third as shot will not fall. The first one for Anthony Davis, but Purple's back within 6. Again, Anthony Davis, a 62% free throw shooter on the season. He is a lefty. And knocks down the second shot. Had a 1-for-2 trip earlier in the third quarter, and one play where he connected, and that's his first trip to the free throw line naturally. Outside, York, left corner. He likes it, and he got it.
York is on fire out there.
That is 4 made threes for Ethan York. 8-point lead once again for the Gators.
I think he's only missed 1 from that area.
2:25 left in the third. Back to the top of the key with Anderson, guarded by Summers. Greenwood has yet to flex out of this zone defense. Back to Jamari Staton, who just checked in for Bowling Green. Hudson Akins at the center court logo, slowing the pace. Head coach Will McCoy, very vocal from the sidelines. Here's Muhire, also just checked back in for Bowling Green. Isaiah Summers intercepting the pass. Summers spinning his way down the floor, draws a foul. That'll be on Braylon Anderson. That'll be his first.
Horrible passing right there. That you gotta look at other places, and if you're gonna get a pass off like that, you got to get it up a little bit. It wouldn't even have went out of bounds. I think they would have had enough time to recover and get it. But you can't just throw a pass straight down the line, especially when you got Isaiah Summers standing there in your way.
That foul will put the Gators into the bonus, so Summers heads to the free throw line and knocks down the first shot. Again, he has only missed one shot the entire game. He's got 14 points. Ethan York on a similar track, only missed one shot and already has 2 made threes here in the second half as Summers connects on the second 2-for-2 trip. Minute 50 to go in the third. Back to a 10-point lead for Greenwood. Staton, left wing for Bowling Green. Back to Anderson, top of the key. Ordered by Summers, back to Staton, left wing. It's going to drive inside. That one gets punched out. They'll call the foul late on Caden Graves. That'll be Graves' 4th foul.
Oh.
That's the team's 4th as well here in the quarter. Checking in for Bowling Green, Embry Dotson. Started the game, coming back in. Looking for who to substitute. Staton will come out.
Graves is going to stay in the game with 4. Or maybe not.
Looks like they'll change their mind. It looks like he would stay in. Instead, he's going to come out for A.J. Oliver, the junior forward. Talking it over with his teammates, Braden Kennedy giving them the rundown. Greenwood staying in the zone. Here's Davis. Shakes off the defender, drives inside, lays it up with the left, and drops it in. Nothing but net for Anthony Davis. 2 for 5 in the first half, and he's only missed 1 here in the second. Summers driving, lays it off the fingertips for 2 with the right.
Uh-oh. Hope this isn't going to be a back-and-forth battle.
Summers and Anthony Davis are having a great time going back and forth, quick in transition. Here's Davis back in that spot he just drove from. Cross-court pass to Anderson. Anderson with daylight, takes the 3. That one rims out. Fighting for the rebound, Braden Kennedy comes away with it. Driving, lays it up. Tuttle almost got the putback. He wanted the slam, and the foul is called. It's like the foul is going to be on A.J. Oliver. That's Oliver's first, and that'll be the Gators' 5th. That'll put the Purples into the bonus. So both teams now in the bonus for the final 47 seconds of this third quarter. Gators holding on to that 10-point lead.
If he would have got that jam right there, it would have definitely been an Energizer bunny.
Anthony Davis going to be the one at the free throw line. Just went 1 for 2 a couple of minutes ago. First shot's on the way, and it rims out. Jakari Woodard coming in for Bowling Green, as well as Hudson Akins and Braylon Anderson checking out. Chaz Huff checking back into the game for A.J. Oliver, who just drew that foul.
Chaz will huff and puff and will blow your doors down.
Anthony Davis, second shot's good. Davis having a great second half here. Here's Chaz Huff, quick in transition. Over to Tuttle. In the right wing, final 45 seconds of the third. Tuttle to Huff at center court. Now over to Kennedy, taking a 3. No good. Rebounded by Dotson. Back down the floor. Outside to Anthony Davis, top of the key. Over to Orlando Davis. Here's Dotson with a 3. Rims out. Rebounded by Chaz Huff. That was Dotson's first field goal attempt as Chaz Huff hits the floor. So Greenwood will still have the ball. And the Bowling Green student section is not loving these calls.
It's been a lot of calls that I think have been missed during this game, but again, I'm not a ref.
Inbound pass to Braden Kennedy. Kennedy already down to the other end of the floor. Intended pass for Tuttle. Goes wild. Jakari Woodard in transition. One-on-one with York. Lays it up and in. And flexes on him. I think it may have been a technical.
Yeah.
On Jakari Woodard, it looked like.
A lot of talking there. He got it up over a big fella that somebody bigger and taller than him and just couldn't contain himself. He just started to talk.
And you could see Coach Sherrill over near the bench, not happy about it. It was the technical foul on Jakari Woodard. Still getting hyped up here by his teammates. A great effort play nonetheless by Jakari Woodard to get his first points of the game. As Ethan York's taking free throws and he misses the first. Checking in for Bowling Green, Jamari Brown, the freshman. As Shakari Woodard heads back to the sideline.
Hey, the whole team and the student section giving him dap.
Second shot is good for Ethan York that time on the free throws. Good energy inside the arena of Bowling Green High School right now. Peak High School basketball underway here in the 14th district. Final 3 seconds. Here's Tuttle. Kick outside to Chaz Huff. And it looks like they'll call a foul.
Did not plant his feet. You got to plant your feet when you're gonna set up for the charge.
That'll be Embry Dotson's third. So Tuttle goes to the line for 2 more.
You've got to be still if you're going to take that charge.
1.3 seconds on the clock. First shot's good for Tuttle. Had a 1-for-2 trip in the first half, and you see Coach Sherrill there shaking his head. Gonna have to make some adjustments going into the final frame. Gators trying to make a 10-point lead once again with Tuttle, and he knocks it down. First 2-for-2 trip of the game. Sends it back, final shot. He looked to be on target, but it falls short, and the Gators are back to a 10-point lead. 47-37, Greenwood on top, heading into the fourth and final frame. We've got an exciting one on our hands, so don't go anywhere. We'll be back. You're listening and watching local high school hoops here on the Seven Mountains Sports Network.
At Morgantown Bank and Trust, a home equity line of credit offers you flexible access to the value in your home. With 5.99% introductory interest rate for the first 6 months, all the cash you need is right under your roof. Call today. At Morgantown Bank and Trust, a home equity line of credit offers you flexible access to the value in your home. With 5.99% introductory interest rate for the first 6 months, all the cash you need is right under your roof. Call today.
Back inside the arena for a close one here, fourth quarter. Just moments away, you hear the buzzer, they'll head back out onto the floor. Let's take a look at that most recent play from Jakari Woodard. He got the technical foul, but in transition gets the steal and lays it up and in. You can see him flexing after the play. That's what eventually got him that technical foul, but a tough shot nonetheless from the sophomore guard. Fourth quarter coverage about to get underway, brought to you by Edmonton State Bank. Help making your dream home construction come true sooner. Contact one of their seasoned loan officers today. That's Edmonton State Bank, your team. Underway in the fourth and final frame. It's a 10-point contest here in the 14th district as Tuttle tries to force a steal. It goes out of bounds, and he nearly falls over the scoring table.
I thought he was going to dive on over there.
Stays with Bowling Green. Bowling Green trying to get somebody to inbound the ball. They'll have it in Braylon Anderson right at half court on the far side. Inbound pass to Akins in the backcourt. Akins guarded by Isaiah Summers. Pass just inside the three-point line to Caleb Brooks. Now back to Akins. Akins finds some daylight to the left side. Takes the long jumper. Can't connect. Tuttle get the board.
Not a good shot selection. He should have made one more pass.
Here's Summers driving, finishing with the right hand.
Is it the shoes? This guy is on fire right now.
Lucky sneakers for Isaiah Summers.
Gotta be.
It might be wintertime, but if you've seen the weather lately, I think it's because Isaiah Summers' performance here on the court. Here's Anthony Davis driving, tries to draw the foul. He hits the floor. Tough hit for Anthony Davis. He's helped up there. Cash Sampson from Greenwood helping him to his feet, as well as Caleb Brooks. Tough hit there for Anthony Davis. Foul is on the Gators. I believe that was on Ethan York. That would be his first. Team's first of this fourth and final frame. Foul was on the floor, so Greenwood will have the inbound. Jamari Brown from the baseline finds Braylon Anderson in the left corner. Anderson was trapped. Davis tried to recover, keeps it in bounds. Passes it far side to Brown. Brown with a three. Connects! Freshman for three. Back within 9 are Bowling Green. 6:55 to go in regulation. Here's Chaz Huff, right corner. Huff inbound to Metter. Metter spinning on the left side. Foul's called on the floor. Foul's going to be on Embry Dotson. That'll be his fourth, or on Akins, rather.
I mean, I understand what they're trying to do there, but they're getting there a little bit too late. to make that stop and take the charge. It's not going to happen. It's too late.
Metter inbound to Tuttle, right wing. He's going to drive inside. Saw some space. Sends out to Summers. Summers wanted this three. Can't connect. Cash Sampson nearly gets the rebound. Chas Huff wrestles it away. It's like a wrestle inside between another technical foul, it looks like, on Bowling Green. Technical foul called on Jamari Brown.
Jamari and Martell Tuttle were having heated words, it looked like, over there.
Exchanging words under the basket after the play. Head coach D.G. Sherrill is asking the official what the call is going to be here.
Looks like it might be one on each.
So Tuttle's going to get a foul as well. That's his third and team's second of the quarter.
Oh, tensions are running high in this close game.
So Jamari Brown gets his foul called against him. Coach McCoy is also arguing his case with the officials.
He's saying he headbutted him.
They are saying, yeah, Tuttle and Jamari Brown evidently tussled there under the rim and potentially headbutted him. I guess nobody saw it but McCoy, but man, some of the Bowling Green fans are wanting a technical called on Will McCoy. Kind of chirping at Will McCoy over there on the far side of the court. They're just going to end the dramatics there. Fouls for both Tuttle and Jamari Brown. Brown back on the bench for Bowling Green.
Oh, wow.
So Embry Dotson comes back into the game. 6:36 to play. Greenwood leads 49-40. Here's Metter, inside, baseline, puts it up, can't connect, hits the floor. Foul is called on the floor on Bowling Green.
Wow. I don't agree with that one, but wow.
The purple side of the court is erupting. They cannot believe it.
Yeah, I don't agree with that one.
They cannot believe it. Greenwood, side of the court, asking for another technical foul on the purples. You see head coach D.G. Sherrill there. I think he's beyond words.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy.
Cash Sampson inbound from the baseline to Metter. Top of the key. Now to game here, so we're going to do everything we can to bring you that coverage. But if you're listening on the radio waves and for some reason someone you know is watching the live stream and is worried about why it went down, just let them know they can tune in on the Point Rocks app or the Point Rocks website. Tune in over the radio waves for this one. We got a close one here in the arena.
I tell you, it's absolutely crazy that nobody called a timeout to settle anybody down. They could have settled things down just a little bit. Like, hey, timeout, guys. Look, get yourselves together. Greenwood doesn't want to lose this lead over, arguments, petty arguments that are going on between the Purples and themselves. And Bowling Green doesn't want to get themselves in a situation where they're losing even more points by getting technicals in a situation like this.
Gators have the foul advantage here in the fourth quarter. They only have 3, Purples with 4. So if the Gators can drive inside and force another foul, they would be in the bonus with already 6 minutes to go. So 6-10, Gators lead by 9. We've had technicals flying, fouls galore. But the Gators still holding on to a 9-point lead here. Sampson to York. Now to Summers. Summers going to try that same inside drive. Hook shot, draws a foul. Put the Gators in the bonus for the rest of this regulation. He'll head to the line for 2.
The ball is not the arm is not the ball. he can't hit the arm. Summers is just taking it to the hole, man, with no cares at all. Love it.
Summers, first shot on the way. Bounce off the front of the rim. That's his first missed free throw today. Before that, he was 5 for 5. I make him 5 for 6. Second shot on the way, falls. 6 for 7. In for Bowling Green, Orlando Davis checking in. So now 6 minutes to go in regulation. Gators back to that 10-point buffer. 50-40 your current score. Gators in the bonus for the rest of it. Gators with 3 fouls. Good ball movement around the perimeter. Akins fakes left, drives right, loses the dribble. Anderson recovers it. Anderson almost lost the dribble there, recovers his own miss. Now Orlando Davis, deep around the logo, over to Akins. Top of the key, foul's called. Foul looks like it's going to be on Cash Sampson. Light contact now. Officials are calling just about everything.
Oh yeah, they're going to call it now. Try to keep.
We're back
everything
on here on the live stream again, so appreciate y'all for sticking with us, getting us back on the air. Stay with you here for the final 5.5 minutes. 4 fouls now for Greenwood. Orlando Davis, right wing, inside pass. Now back out to Anderson for a three. Too strong off the back iron. Both teams wrestling for it there. They'll say it went out off of Landon Metter. It looks like it did. It was between Metter and Davis.
It was close. I tell you what.
Here's Akins driving baseline from the left side. Hands it off to Dotson, who lays it in.
Nice pass.
First field goal for Dotson coming at a crucial time. Purple's back within 8. 5 minutes to go in regulation. Defense chance ringing out from the Purple side as Isaiah Summers Euro steps and finishes at the rim.
I don't know how he does it.
Isaiah Summers is undeniable from within 5 feet of the rim. Here's Akins, top of the key. Over to Davis. Davis, stop and pop J from 2-point range. Knocks it down, a strong 2. Still within 8 are the Purples. 4.5 minutes to go in regulation. Here's Summers now in transition. Over to York. York gonna try his luck. Hands off to Huff. Huff for 3. Got it! Called an icebreaker. Chaz Huff with his second 3 of the game in crunch time. Here's a drive inside for Akins. Akins gets his own miss. It gets tipped out by Cash Sampson, and they pick him up as they'll say it went out of bounds off the hands of Sampson. Sampson helping him up off the floor. Good show of sportsmanship by both teams. Inbound pass to Anthony Davis. Davis over to Akins, right wing. Now in the hands of Anderson. Anderson going to drive baseline. Foul's called. That'll be on Ethan York, his second, and that will put the Purples into the bonus. So both these teams will be in the bonus foul-wise for the last 4:05 of regulation, and that could mean this one might stretch on for a little bit.
It might stretch on for quite some time, man. This is crazy.
Anderson, first shot's good. Anderson, a 68% free throw shooter on the year. Jamari Brown coming back into the game after being involved in that scuffle with Martell Tuttle.
Purples are going to have to make some stops and make some baskets in order to get back in this game. They can't play back and forth with them right now.
Second shot's good for Braylon Anderson. 2 for 2 that trip. Timeout is called by the Purples. We keep it here. So Gators leading 55-46. And you look at it here, 4:05 to play. Really the big difference maker is the shooting woes in the first half for the Purples. Otherwise, they're right there with Greenwood or leading this one. So both teams now in the bonus for the remaining 4:05. So be prepared to sit down, maybe grab you some popcorn. If you're watching with us, whatever you've got a favorite snack, maybe grab some of that.
Man, get you some juice.
Some juice, some soda pop, whatever you call it.
Got about 15 seconds to go to the bathroom. Hurry up, run.
Nope, too late.
Too late.
Hopefully somebody heard that and just panicked. Don't worry, if you got the volume turned up loud enough, I think we got you covered.
It's kind of what I do.
Let's say I can hear, as long as I can hear it from the living room, I'm good.
That's it. This is a really good game, though. Really good game.
Appreciate you all for tuning in. Again, this would be another streak broken for Will McCoy here. If Greenwood manages to get out the win, it'd be the first win over Bowling Green for the Greenwood program since 2022. Here's a 3 for York. Heat check. Bounce off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Brown for Bowling Green. York testing his heat from range. He's had back-to-back misses. Pass to Anderson, top of the key. Puts up a floater. Bounces off the inner rim. Rebounded by Ethan York. York finds Sampson. Sampson recovers and lays it in. Sampson with 5. That's his first attempted field goal of the second half, and he banks it in with an open lane.
Said he doesn't need a lot of cash. He is cash.
3:15 to go in the fourth. Gators lead by 11. Intercepted by Chaz Huff. No! He got so high in the air he couldn't land on his feet. Here's Dotson for 3. Bounces off the inner rim, goes out of bounds. And wow! They'll say it went out off of Landon Metter, but that one looked like it was close. Some of these WrestleBass have been really close to call.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Inbound to Brown. Now to Akins, over to Anderson. Now in the hands of Anthony Davis. Orlando Davis, left corner, drive baseline, loses it off the dribble, gets punched out from behind by Ethan York, and Isaiah Summers recovers it, putting on the handles at midcourt. Bounce pass, Cash Sampson driving, finishing with the right hand. Gators trying to ice this one. 2:38 to go. Foul's called on Cash Sampson. That'll be his second. Let's take a look at that most recent play from Cash Sampson on the other end. Driving inside, laying it up with the right hand. Gators trying to break a streak. Great look, courtesy of Toyota Bowling Green. First shot on the way for Jakari Woodard. It's good. Or rather not Woodard, but Braylon Anderson. As Jakari Woodard just checked into the game for Orlando Davis.
Coach Sherrill is visibly not happy with what's going on right here, right now.
2:37 to go in the fourth. Second shot on the way for Anderson is good. Back-to-back 2-for-2 trips from the charity stripe. As Mari Stanton checking back in for Bowling Green and Braylon Anderson head back to the bench. 11 points, still the difference as Greenwood leads, 59-48. Here's Summers down the floor. Over to Cash Sampson. Chaz Huff, rather. Now over to Cash Sampson, right wing. Sampson to York, then to Summers. Running clock here, 2:20 to go. Foul's called. No shot. It'll be on Woodard. That'll be his second. Team's in the bonus. So either way, Summers will head to the charity stripe. He's had 2 2-for-2 trips and a 1-for-2 trip so far. First shot's up, and it's good. Isaiah Summers leading in the scoring by far for Greenwood. Ethan York not far behind as Orlando Davis checks back in for Bowling Green. Jakari Woodard coming out. 12 points now the difference, and make it 13 as Isaiah Summers knocks down the second shot. Here's Akins. Rainbow pass to Anthony Davis. Back out to Orlando Davis, right wing. Stop and pop, long 2. That one rims out. Brown gets the rebound for Bowling Green. Foul's called on the floor, but Brown will head to the line for 2. Again, I feel like the officials at this point are calling almost every bit of contact.
It's like it's going to get a little chippy, and so they're just like, nope. Oh, some of the students are fouling out.
Foul is on Isaiah Summers. That is his first, as Brown's first shot is good. He's a 50% free throw shooter on the year. Only appeared in 9 games, though, for the Purples this year. Some of the Purple student section appears to be heading for the exits.
As Greenwood Gators student section is singing goodbye.
Landon Metter trying to break out of this full court press. Foul's called there. That was a reach in on Anthony Davis, it looked like. So now Landon Metter will head to the other end to shoot 2. Foul is on Staten rather. It's his second. So Metter at the line, shooting 2 once again. 61% from the free throw line he is on the year. He had 11 points in their most recent game against Butler County. As that shot, his first one, won't fall. Lando Davis coming back in as Mari Stanton heading back to the bench for Bowling Green. Landon Metter set for his second shot, and it falls through. 2 points for Landon Metter in the contest. Comes Bowling Green. Anderson waving off Aiken. One-on-one with Cash Sampson. Now back out to Aiken. He's going to take a 3 from the right wing. Got it! And now a timeout called by Bowling Green. Big-time three-pointer as now the Purples are back within 10. Take a look at it here, courtesy of Toyota Bowling Green. Great shots from our camera crew here tonight for both games. Cash money on the shot there was Akins, he's got 2 threes in the game, 6 points total. Minute 47 to go here in the fourth. 62-52, Gators lead. Both teams in the bonus. You're calling a timeout here. If you're Bowling Green, you need everything to go your way.
Everything. Absolutely everything. They missed several opportunities, and they've thrown the ball away a lot. You can kind of see the youthfulness on this team getting into it with the Gators and everything, and just things not going their way, so they kind of, not perform the way that they have been the whole time. Their defense isn't as tight as it has been, but the Greenwood Gators, you can't say anything too bad about the way they've been balling today.
Score updates around the region. After 3, Glasgow leads Barron County 36-33 in boys action. So a close one going on down in Glasgow, Kentucky, just down I-65 and the Parkway. And here inside the arena at Bowling Green High School, Gators lead 62-52, minute 47 to play. Bowling Green putting everything on the line. Mari Staten getting the foul against Landon Metter, who will once again head to the free throw line. That'll be Staten's third. So Metter back at the line shooting 2. He just went 1 for 2 a second ago. He's got 2 points on the day. First shot falls through. Put him up to 3. More substitutions for Bowling Green as Orlando Davis comes in, and so does Braylon Anderson. I think they're kind of using this time as an opportunity to get Davis in and out to command the offense. Second shot's no good, and back down the floor comes Akins. Akins going to lay it in for 2. Another timeout called by Bowling Green. Back within 9 of the Purples.
Back-to-back scores for Akins right there.
Gators lead 63-54. We'll step aside. We'll be right back. You're listening, watching local high school hoops on the 7 Mountains Sports Network.
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
With State Farm Home Insurance, you can get the help you need from a local agent if things get complicated, and from our easy-to-use app whenever you need it.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
Back inside the arena at Bowling Green High School for a close one. Here inside the 14th District, the heart of the 4th Region in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Gators lead 63-54 with a minute 37 to play. Back-to-back scores and back-to-back timeouts called by the Purples. Both those scores from Hudson Akins, who had only had 1 field goal attempt up to this point in the second half and has now hit his last 2. First a 3-pointer, then a 2-pointer. You see head coach Will McCoy there on your screen. The Gators managed to pull out a win here. It'd be the first for Coach McCoy over D.G. Sherrill and the Purples since December of 2022. And that's their second most recent win in district. Come the Gators. Trying to break out of the full court press. Landon Metter. First one out. Over to Ethan York. Final 90. York wrestled. Foul's called. Looks like that one's going to be on Staten once again.
A lot of time went off the clock there.
A lot of time gone for Bowling Green as Staten draws his 4th foul and sends Ethan York to the line shooting 2. He had a 1 for 2 trip earlier in the second half. Again, he's had 4 made threes today. First shot on the way is good. 71% from the charity stripe is Ethan York. Orlando Davis, again, with this rotation between him and Staten coming back into the game in this dead ball period. Minute 26 to play in regulation. Second shot gets a couple of ping pongs, but falls through. So a 2 for 2 trip for Ethan York to try to ice the game. Minute 20, Anderson driving, trying to force the issue. Outside to Orlando Davis. Spins out to Brown. Now to Anthony Davis. Long 3 from the corner. He falls. And Landon Metter gets the rebound. Comes the Greenwood back down the floor. Sampson can't connect. Neither can Ethan York. Sampson gets his miss, puts it up, draws a foul. He'll head to the line.
York has 8 rebounds on the game, and he's got a lot of points as well. So he's been bouncing all over the place. Big part of this possible win here.
Minute 3 to play in regulation. First shot on the way for Sampson is good. This is his first natural trip to the free throw line. 80% free throw shooter is the junior guard. Second shot on the way, trying to ice it. Knocks it down, 2 for 2. 67-54, the lead for Greenwood. 1 minute left in the game. Here's Anderson over to Akins. Akins with the current hot hand here late, spinning his way to the rim and banks it in. Akins with his last 3 straight made baskets. Chaz Huff out to Metter, gets tipped out of bounds by Akins. Stays in the possession of Greenwood, 46.5 to play. Jakari Woodard checking in for Bowling Green, as well as Jamari Staten. Inbound pass complete to Sampson. Sampson immediately fouled there by Staten. So now he'll head to the line again to shoot free throws.
Now it's time just to take a chance on whether or not they miss, see if you can get the rebound and possibly get some three-point shots off. But the Gators are holding them from the three-point line and not letting them get anything out on the perimeter.
That will be 5 fouls for Jamari Staten, so he fouls out. And Braylon Anderson will come in his stead, as well as Orlando Davis checking in for Jakari Woodard. Isaiah Summers at the Cash Sampson rather at the free throw line. Shooting 2 more, just went 2 for 2, and he knocks that one down. Second shot on the way, and it falls. Back down the floor they go. Braylon Anderson in transition, foul. So Anderson will now head to the line for 2. Foul's going to be on Chaz Huff. That'll be his first. Here's Anderson, first of 2, falls through. He's had 2 straight 2 for 2 trips. Looking to do that for a 3rd straight time as Jakari Woodard checks back in for Orlando Davis. 38.8 to play. Second shot on the way is good. 6 straight free throws for Braylon Anderson. Late in the going. Summers loses the inbound pass and it goes out of bounds. So Bowling Green going to have another shot to score here. They're within 11 with 37.9 to play. 69-58 current score. Akins, no look inbounds to Anthony Davis. Now to Anderson, top of the key. Anderson once again going to try to drive inside. Gets to the baseline, has to kick it back out to Akins, top of the key. Akins driving, floater, can't connect. Goes out of bounds, off the hands of Anthony Davis. Gives it to Greenwood.
Pushes it right out of his hands. Last one to touch it, no need to argue.
So Greenwood calling a timeout here with 26.9 to play. We'll keep it here again. If Greenwood manages to hold on to the win, then this would be the first win for Greenwood over the Purples in boys basketball action since December of 2022. Could be a historic record breaker here for Coach McCoy and the Gators. Score update for you. Barron County and Glasgow going to get to see some extra basketball as they're going into overtime, 49-49.
Oh, that's some good ball playing right there.
Close one. In a rivalry game, no less, too. You got almost imagine that one would happen. Close game here as well. 10 points doesn't tell the whole story of this contest. It really seems to have gone down to the first half shooting woes for Bowling Green. The final score from down in South Warren as the Warren Central Dragons take the win in 14 district action. Final score 69-55 over the South Warren Spartans. So Central off to a strong start in 14th district play. Give you other scoring updates as they become available to us. I'm sure final scores ringing in throughout the region. Cross-court pass to Summers. Summers wide open in the lane. She hams it home to ice the game.
Boom shakalaka.
He did it again. Akins for 3. Drops it in. Final 15. Summers open in space. Coach McCoy tells him to just hold it. They've iced the game. Summers sent the message, and Greenwood breaks the streak for the first time since December of 2022. The Gators student section celebrates a win over Bowling Green. Final score, 71-61, and the Gators off to a solid start in district play. We'll step aside, but don't go anywhere. We'll hear from the winning head coach and our player of the game when we return. You're tuned in to Don Franklin Bowling Green, or we'll be back for your Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia post-game show here on the Seven Mountains Sports Network.
At Morgantown Bank and Trust, a home equity line of credit offers you flexible access to the value in your home. With 5.99% introductory interest rate for the first 6 months, all the cash you need is right under your roof. Call today.
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
I want to buy this truck, man. This is perfect.
It is a beautiful truck. Do you want to see the inside?
Is it available?
Yeah, it sure is.
Is it available?
I just said it was.
Hey, how many miles has it got on it?
Just over 30,000 miles. Still practically new.
But it's got rain on it.
What? Do you want to see the inside? Do you have any questions?
No. I have to think about it. Also, it has rain on it.
Selling your car shouldn't be a pain. Bring your vehicle out to Toyota Bowling Green and we'll make sure you get taken care of.
This isn't just bubbles, it's balance. Relax sore muscles, refresh your mind, recharge your spirit. Discover the best hot tub brands like CalSpa, Hot Springs, and Free Flow at Aqualand on Campbell Lane. More than bubbles, it's balance. The emails can wait, the dishes can wait. Life feels better when you press pause. Find your escape with the top hot tub brands like CalSpa, Hot Springs, and Free Flow. Available locally at Aqualand on Campbell Lane. Your backyard getaway awaits.
At Morgantown Bank and Trust, a home equity line of credit offers you flexible access to the value in your home. With 5.99% introductory interest rate for the first 6 months, all the cash you need is right under your roof. Call today.
With State Farm Home Insurance, you can get the help you need from a local agent if things get complicated, and from our easy-to-use app whenever you need it.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
Your perfect vehicle is waiting at Don Franklin Kia in Bowling Green. Choose from the rugged Kia Sportage, the spacious Telluride, the electrifying EV6, and more. All with Don Franklin's 10-year unlimited mile powertrain coverage. With a large inventory of new Kia models and a team of caring automotive professionals dedicated to you, Don Franklin Kia in Bowling Green is here to service all of your Kia needs. Hurry in today to Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
We'll be back inside the Seven Mountains Sports Network as we're here for our post-game coverage. We're going to get our boys on camera. Isaiah Summers joining us here is going to be our player of the game today. Isaiah, appreciate you for joining us up here. Great win for you guys. I'm sure that's got to give you a lot of confidence here as you open up district play. Ooh, I think I got you. There you go.
It does.
Now, obviously, big win tonight. You had a great performance. I feel like maybe you were feeding off some of that energy because it feels like 14 district basketball just always brings the action.
Yes, sir, it does. The student section, I loved it. I love that energy in this gym. It's bright, it's big, there's a lot of people. It was a great environment for a win like that.
How do you guys feel like you are meshing as a team? From someone on the inside, how do you guys feel like you guys are meshing now at this point in time?
We're meshing really good. In the beginning of the season, we were pretty good, but we started to figure it out even more, and we're starting to see who we need to get it to and win, and defensive schemes and matching up to other teams well.
Now, obviously, you guys had a great defensive performance tonight. Coach McCoy, obviously a big win for you guys here as you get into the start of district play. How do you feel about your team's performance tonight?
I mean, I'm proud of them. They came in here and truly handled a third-quarter run. Outside of that, controlled that game tip to finish. I mean, Bowling Green got off to a good start there in the first 30 seconds, and then it was no looking back, and did it in a variety of ways. I mean, there was multiple guys scoring all over, and this guy was special tonight, of course, and they had no answer for him, and as a lot of people will not. And you know, he's just continuing to get better and better, and they're honing into that, and guys are really filling into their roles and grabbing the hold of those, and just proud of him, man.
Now, coming into this game, I don't know if you guys talked about it or knew about it, but it had been since 2022 since you guys, as a program, had managed to take down the Purples. Was that something you guys used as motivation coming into this game, or was it even a thought?
I didn't tell them about that. I was here, none of them were, and it'd been too long and a long time coming. The stat that shocked me the most I saw was Greenwood hasn't won on Bowling Green's floor since 2007. So
Wow.
I did just fill that one to them because that's something I think they should be very proud of. That says a lot about the program we just beat and the coach we just beat, and you know what they've been able to do for a numerous amount of years. But we're here this year. You know, we're back to 500, and our goal is to just continue to build on what we put together tonight and keep it going. Want them to enjoy this one tonight for sure. Got a really tough, physical Muhlenberg team coming in tomorrow. Not to get too coaches talk on you because this one was all obviously great and fun, but you know, they're straight business. They're fun off the floor. They're a great group of guys, but when it's time to play, they're ready to roll.
Awesome. Well, Coach, appreciate you for talking with us. Isaiah, congratulations to you guys on the win. We'll step aside and we'll be back. We'll wrap up our post-game coverage when we return here on the Seven Mountains Sports Network.
With State Farm Home Insurance, you can get the help you need from a local agent if things get complicated, and from our easy-to-use app whenever you need it.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
This isn't just bubbles, it's balance. Relax sore muscles, refresh your mind, recharge your spirit. Discover the best hot tub brands like CalSpa, Hot Springs, and Free Flow at Aqualand on Campbell Lane. More than bubbles, it's balance. The emails can wait, the dishes can wait. Life feels better when you press pause. Find your escape with the top hot tub brands like CalSpa, Hot Springs, and Free Flow. Available locally at Aqualand on Campbell Lane. Your backyard getaway awaits.
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Will Coker in Bowling Green today.
Your perfect vehicle is waiting at Don Franklin Kia in Bowling Green. Choose from the rugged Kia Sportage, the spacious Telluride, the electrifying EV6, and more. All with Don Franklin's 10-year unlimited mile powertrain coverage. With a large inventory of new Kia models and a team of caring automotive professionals dedicated to you, Don Franklin Kia in Bowling Green is here to service all of your Kia needs. Hurry in today to Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
Welcome you back inside Bowling Green High School, wrapping up our post-game coverage here on your Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia post-game show. As we take a look at your final score stats from the game, Gators take the win 71-61. First time that the Gators have won on Bowling Green's home floor since 2007, and first win over them as a program since 2022. You see the final stats there on your screen. Ultimately, Hamp, it seems like the only difference maker in this one was the shooting woes, especially in that first half.
Definitely shooting woes for the Bowling Green Purples, man. Just nobody could get started in that first half. But at the end of the game, you had Orlando Davis with 7 points, 2 rebounds. You had Jakari Woodard, 3 points, 1 rebound. You had Braylon Anderson, 10 points, 3 rebounds. Jameer Staton, 3 points. Anthony Davis tried to put the game on his shoulders there and scored 17 points and 5 rebounds. Emory Dotson couldn't get going like he has been before, but 2 points, 2 rebounds. Muhire, 2 points, 1 rebound. Jamari Brown, 4 points, 2 rebounds. Akins, 13 points. He got all of those mainly at the end of the game there. Again, with 6 rebounds. Then you go to Greenwood. Greenwood's mainly the 2 people scored most of the points, but you had Hendricks, who scored 6 points, had 1 rebound. You had Morgan had 4 points. Molly Spadell, wrong person. Wrong stat books. I'm looking at the wrong ones there. Man, my bad, y'all. Cash Simpson, 11 points, 2 rebounds. Martell Tuttle had 6 points, 4 rebounds. My mistake. Chaz up, 6 points, 3 rebounds, long day. Isaiah Summers killing them all with 16 points, 1 rebound. Landon Metter, 3 points, 5 rebounds, and then you had my man Ethan York with 19 points and 8 rebounds. He was all over the place as well. Again, I apologize for the wrong stats. I picked up the wrong sheet, guys. I'm sorry.
Hey, long day. We're juggling a lot of numbers here on the screen. And again, we brought you through the stat breakdown, and that's why tonight's player of the game, brought to you by Warren RECC and NCTC, is Isaiah Summers. Had 26 points and a rebound. Go along tonight. Only had like 3 misses, I think, in the entire game, including the icing dunk that you saw towards the end of the game. He put the icing on the cake to put this one away. And you heard him there post-game. It feels like this team is really starting to mesh at the right time, splitting the odds now in district play to open things up. And you see the ending play there on your screen. If you're watching on our live stream, they love it. Greenwood fans love it. The student section loved it. You heard Isaiah Summers said he feeds off that energy. The whole team does, and that led him to 26 points tonight and the win over the Bowling Green Purples. For your high-speed internet needs, choose NCTC, powered by Warren RECC. It's fast, reliable service with a hometown touch. Congratulations, Isaiah Summers. You are our player of the game today. And again, we didn't get a chance to properly shout her out, but Corey Ware for the Lady Purples in the girls' game, she was also our NCTC powered by Warren RECC player of the game. So shout out to her as well. We're wrapping up our coverage here tonight as the Gators took the win in the boys' game, 71-61, a historic one for the program. First time that this program has beaten Bowling Green on their home court in almost 20 years. So a great accomplishment there for Will McCoy as they roll confidently into the 14th district. As we wrap up our coverage, Big Hamp, any final thoughts?
Man, just great basketball all the way around. We're getting into that district tournament time, getting closer and closer to it. I'm just ready, hyped, and excited for it.
As we wrap up our coverage tonight, again, a huge shout-out to all of our sponsors, Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia, Aqualand Pool and Spa, Morgantown Bank and Trust, Edmonton State Bank, NCTC powered by Warren RECC, Toyota Bowling Green, and State Farm agent Will Coker. It's with them and their support that we're able to come out and showcase these local athletes each and every week. And, of course, a shout-out to our crew today. Dalton Lawson on the game cam, Seth Daniel on the alt cam and tight shots. And back on the board at the station, our man Axe getting us on over the radio waves. Appreciate him for getting us on the air. Our producer-director, Matthew Clark, for Big Hamp. I'm Ryan Murphy signing off for now as we look ahead to future 4th Region action here. You can look to our social media at 7 Mountains Sports Soki for all the latest updates on where we'll be next and our broadcast schedule going forward. We'll see you then. Wishing you good night for now as the Gators make history. Take the win 71-61 on Bowling Green's home court here as they open up 14th district play. We'll see you next time on the 7 Mountains Sports Network for more local high school hoops. Good night, everybody.
We gone.